Well, hello, 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 hello. Hi everyone, it's Heelsy Pally, and I am here for some Lukamiar Legends and Leviathan gameplay. As I said in my little message over here, this is a game I've made myself, and it has some more work to be done before it's fully released, so this is an in-progress game. It's not ready to be released yet. So there'll be some things that are missing, but the full gameplay mechanics, all of that's baked in. It's all working perfect. Just need to add animations and things of the like for that. So let me go ahead and switch up to some Lukamiar music. Perfect. I do want to begin. Hi Dennis. Hi Ryan. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you both. All right, let's see here. So when you start the game, it creates and loads from a new save, and then it asks, would you like to start a new deck game, load an in-progress deck game, or go to collection management? This is where our cards are going to be in collection management once we actually win cards from defeating decks. We can load deck games here, or we can just start a new deck game. I think that's probably the way to do it here. Alright, so I think we're going to go ahead and here are all the different decks that you have in the game. Random just makes an entirely random deck, and custom, you can actually go through and make custom decks based off the cards that you win from these other ones. So let's go ahead and start with Adventure. It's the first one, so let's go ahead and get started. Yes, I would like to begin. You can also scroll and zoom in and pan around with the middle mouse button, just like this. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. Alright, so let me go ahead and hit yes. I'm going to choose, so I can choose between the Meteorologist, the Electrician, the Armorer, Geologist, and Ghost. I can actually click on them to see what the card looks like and all the information. We can see that this is an intangible ghost, or an intangible simple human. Let's say no on Ghost. What if I want to do Armorer? So this one's an Armor class. You can see that they have attacks, but only defensively. So they would have to be attacked first, and then they can go ahead and attack reflexively from that. I'm going to go for Ghost because we have a non-defensive attack here, Haunt. I think that's probably the best way to do some extra damage if we don't have any Lukamiar that we need on the field. Sure, Ryan, let's hear your announcement. Dennis, you were saying you're currently playing Kirby in the Forgotten Land? Nice, good on Regigigas being your current shiny hunt. Good luck on that. Ooh, you got a shiny Caterpie and Go. That's pretty great. A shiny Butterfree would be pretty. Alright, so yes, I am sure I want to play as a Ghost. As you can see, it pulls the card from the 100 card deck and puts it down here as your avatar, your player card. The goal for the game is to meet all three win conditions. Number one, we want to clear Monsters Clash. So right here, this is Monsters Clash. All the monsters that we're going to be fighting, the Lukamiar that we're going to be fighting, are going to show up right here in Monsters Clash, in order A, B, C, D, E. Monsters Drawdown hand is like player's hand. So we'll be able to go ahead and get cards, but so will Monster. And they'll be able to play the same cards we get. Not the same cards, but they'll be able to fish through the discard for cards, and also take cards, draw cards just like we do. We need to earn at least 20 position rating. That's basically the points. Turn PR is like you're spending the same number of points each turn, the points that you have, towards actions, right? And PR is like your position rating, and so you not only have like it's like how you stand among other people. It's your reputation. Other characters here, and so higher PR means more humans will listen to you and listen to your advice when you suggest to do things. Sometimes humans will attack Lukamiar and ignore your advice if you are a lower PR than the card. Nice. Evolved at Butterfree day one. Very nice. Ooh, you're building an empire in Minecraft. That's awesome. Well, that sounds fun. Yeah, Ryan, I'd love to join your... Is that a server, I'm assuming? Can't be Pokemon related, that's fine. Alright. Oh, and then the third rule, or the third goal, the third win condition, is that you need to defeat at least one Leviathan in Monsters Clash. So not only does this need to be clear of monsters, not only do you need to have 20 PR, but you also need to at least defeat one Leviathan. And a Leviathan is like a fully morphed up monster, right? So you have a monster, a Lukamiar, that's like a simple base stage, and that can morph, and then it can morph again, and it can morph one more time, and usually that is a Leviathan. There are some Leviathan that morph directly from simple Lukamiar as well. Alright, so so when this message tells you that the deck has been shuffled 3 times, that's because we don't have an animation yet to show the shuffling of the deck. But it has been shuffled, and it has been done 3 times. Alright, so this is turn 0. It's time to start my game with a tamed 1 PR non-human Lukamiar. So a Lukamiar is just like one of these collectible monsters. Non-human Lukamiar, like I cannot start with, I cannot like direct a human, even though humans are also Lukamiar, you cannot direct a human to attack the same way you can direct other Lukamiar to attack. And then 1 PR just means like a, yeah, so this ghost, see how in the upper right hand corner has 1 PR? I can also zoom in here if we can't read the text over here, because you can see it a little bit more zoomed in. But as you can see, there's 1 PR right here, so they can go all the way up to like 20 or more. Obviously the player can get as much PR as they can get, but on the cards I think it goes up to like 15, 20, somewhere around there. Now if there isn't a 1 PR non-human Lukamiar drawn during the starting 5 cards that you draw, then you're going to get to auto draw another card and play any draw cards until there is. However, you also allow the monster to draw a card when you draw a card that way. So you need to, I mean, it's the luck of the draw at this moment, you'll see. So we're going to draw 5 cards here. We're going to draw 5 cards face down. Alright, so we have, we got search, that's good, because we actually don't have any non-human Lukamiar here. We do have a human Lukamiar, simple human armor. Attack boost 5, that's really good, but I need 12 PR to actually use this card, and I have 0 right now. It would look like 1 with like a little D20 right here, showing up on the PR. So there are no autoplay cards here. Like weather is an autoplay card. Automatically, whenever you have a weather card in your hand, it just automatically gets played to the field. But we do have search, which is our next option. But we have to wait for most to draw their 4 cards first. Have not yet, Dennis. I'm sorry. I do have Switch Minecraft. We'll see. We'll see about it. So all the starting cards are drawn. Sometimes, at this point, Monster will have to keep drawing more cards because we'll keep drawing more cards. But we'll be playing multiple games of this, and so you'll see that happen. Here, it's a little bit easier. So I think we're going to go ahead and draw. So we're going to auto-draw and auto-play draw cards for starting 1 non-human 1 PR Lukamiar. So we have to play our search card here because it's the only one that's actually going to get us more cards. This is like a turn 0 situation. So I play the search card, and I draw a probe, and I also draw electrician. Again, not a 1 PR, not a simple. This is an M2 one. Electrician. Alright, so unfortunately, here we go. We have to let monster draw 1 so I can draw 1. Because I still need to start with a non-human Lukamiar. And this one's good. We have this one morphs from Neumann, as you can see the upper left-hand corner, about right here. It morphs from Neumann, and here's Neumann, and this one morphs from Voin. So if we can get a Voin, that would be really, really good. Alright, we gotta comb the area. That's a good. That's a draw 3 card. So we don't have to give these 3 cards to the monster. We don't have to let the monster draw 3 cards here because we have a card that allows us to draw 3. So there's Destable, another Lukamiar. This one's an intangible air mineral Lukamiar. This is a PR plus card because that goes in this area, and when you achieve the goal of the card, you get extra PR points automatically outside of your other PR points that you're getting. Okay, there's the one, and power plant, so that's a location. So if I ever don't know, like for example, for right now, I thought it was only 2 cards, but I look back and yeah, Decibel and this Text 4 and Power Plant were all drawn there. And you can actually look at the discard here and see what's in the discard. I have 10 cards in my hand, and if we need to see more cards, we just click on these little buttons. And then the discards right here. You can see the most recently discarded card on top. But if I need to see what happened, right, here's the last 10 actions. And if I need to see more actions, you can actually see every single action here. After about like 200 actions here, it starts cutting off on the top, but there is a text log that shows every single action in the game. So if you ever need to go look over it again, you can. And what's really cool is whenever you save the game, it also prints out the whole board in that text view over there, and you'll see it. I'll show you in a sec. I'm getting very unlucky with draw cards here. So that means Monster's going to be super stacked, which is very unfortunate for me. We're still waiting on the cards. I got 2 Proibs and 2 Decibels. Come on, at least a draw card. There's our Void. Awesome. Okay, the player has drawn Void. 1 or more 1-PR non-human Lukamiar was found in the player's hand. Yes, yes, yes. So this is kind of like, so you know how Mars landers sometimes will drop down onto Mars with like huge like balloons and bubbles all around the outside of it, like in a car. If you get in a car crash, there's like the huge I forget the word for it, an airbag. There's those airbags on the outside of this Void, and it's going out to other planets and trying to explore them. Void comes from a pre-fog human space exploration mission. Void believes Earth is where they were meant to be sent, and so their morphology collects lots of Earth data. Now the fog is an incident that happens that actually predates this whole situation, where in a normal situation, in normal Earth, right now, if you look at something, that the waveform of that thing collapses, and it's just what that thing is in our universe. However, gosh, so I'm like, everything's like in my brain right now, and I want to just like talk all about it, but I have to put it all in a linear fashion. So basically, what happens is the viewer collapses the wave function, right? So whenever in quantum mechanics, when you look at something, the waveform collapses, and it's not the possibilities of that thing, it is just the thing that is real in your universe. This game happens, and what happens in this game is that the waveform never collapses. You can see all of the possibilities of everything all superimposed on top of each other, and so it's like a fog. It looks to you as if it is a fog of all of these different possibilities, and as something gets closer to you after a certain distance, that collapses eventually to just your universe. And about a football field length around every observer is all that is collapsed space. You can, of course, walk towards other observers and have a mutual collapse space. But that's what collapse space is, that's what the fog is, and the monster is some sort of like otherworldly force that's kind of like controlling these wild Lukamiar from other dimensions. And of course all Lukamiar are from another dimension than ours. But yeah. Okay, so all to say, this is Void. This is one of those Lukamiar, and now it is a tamed one. I was able to find it by drawing cards, and in-game, drawing a card is you press the random button on your quantum storage, and you get a random pull out of that quantum storage of everything that everyone else has ever put into quantum storage. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and choose my Void. I do want to go ahead and play Void into the cadre as my beginning Guardian Lukamiar. Now my PR has increased from 0 to 1. Whenever you play a card, play a Lukamiar card, a non-human Lukamiar, you gain a PR point. So as you can see over here, we have our gold PR counter. Stored morphed place cards. So there's little markers that will go on the cards in certain situations. Like if a card is doused with water and it's completely drenched, it will have that little doused marker on it. You'll see them as they come up. But a stored, morphed, placed one just means that if I place a card on the field, I can't then on the same turn put it into quantum storage. And those little markers say it's already was stored, placed, or morphed, and you can't do one of those things twice, unless the talent of the Lukamiar says otherwise. Alright, so now there's 10 cards remaining in Monster's Drawdown hand, so this is going to be really ridiculous, but we'll see what we can do. Attack boost 2, so that's pretty good. So all Monster can do with this is put it in the discard, right? Yeah. Right, so as you can see, if Monster plays this card from the deck, they discard it. But if Monster plays this card from the discard, which is their kind of like own little stash of cards, they play it by conferring to randomly chosen Monster allied Lukamiar in play. There are none in play, so it was not able to... Well, I mean, it drew from the deck, so it wouldn't be able to. But even if it drew from the discard for that, it would have to... it wouldn't be able to put anything in play and just have to rediscard that. So that's a good card for that monster to have. Power Plant, so it's going to go ahead and... let the power plant show up out of the quantum fog. So now there's a power plant providing an extra ion power to all attacks. Alright, there's 8 cards remaining. So here's Astrophysicist. This is not a simple human, this is an M1 human. So this human morphs from either an ion human or an air human. So that one could morph from an electrician, or there's also a meteorologist that it could morph from as well. And so you need humans to be able to direct Lukamiar. You couldn't just have 10 Lukamiar on the field and direct all of them with just your card. Your card can only direct one Lukamiar at a time. So you will need to suggest to other humans that you have higher PR from that they can be conferred one of your Lukamiar, and they will go ahead and do an attack as well. Alright, so Monster can only play Astrophysicist and other humans directly to the crowd, which is right here. So there's the player's cadre. This is like a group, a team for the player. You can pull humans and confer Lukamiar to them, but right now I haven't done that. And then here's the crowd, which is kind of like just wild amount of humans running for their lives, essentially. And so there's only one that we actually have a cohered into our quantum space, or our collapsed space. Okay. So Monster's now going to play Resuscitator 2.0. They're going to discard immediately because they did draw it from the deck, but the discard is kind of like their hand, so they can play it from their discard later, and you'll see that in a second. But this is going to be put in their discard because there's no cards, well, because it's drawn, and not from the discard. Another human going to the crowd. This is really good. So there's only 5 cards that could actually be Monster's Lukamiar to attack me with. And there's only 4 cards. So we have a lot of humans, which are kind of like ability. Like you can't use Lukamiar attacks without having a human paired with them. Okay, so there's Monster's first attacking Lukamiar against me and the crowd. But of course it's going to be in the queue. I go a little fast here, I'm sorry. But an unseen force keeps the more powerful Lukamiar beyond the fog. Because it's still turn 0, just the bottom of turn 0, 3 PR Lukamiar cannot show up in Monster's class just yet. On turn 1, everything under 4 PR can show up. And then on turn 2, everything under 7 PR, I believe it is. But it's all programmed in the game, so I don't have to remember it. Sanderition. Sanderition is another one. It's going to be kept in the queue again because no Lukamiar can be put onto Monster's Clash until turn number 1. We're still at the bottom of turn 0. 2 cards remaining. So here's a Weather. So Starlight gives armor power. So add Starlight to the environment before any other kinds of cards are played this turn. Now this is yep. So this is for. I don't have a whenever Monster plays, but basically it's the same thing. Whenever Monster plays any weather card, they have to be placed in the weather location. That's true for all weather cards. Starlight The weather changed. Played Starlight to the weather. Alright. Okay, so now we have 3 armor POW to all attacks and 3 ion POW to all attacks. Or to all ion attacks, right? Ion gets an extra +1 and armor attacks get an extra +3. So that could be really good for us. We don't have any armor Lukamiar yet, but we know that Voin does eventually evolve morph into Neumann, so that Voins can eventually have some armor attacks, and those armor class attacks will get those boosts. Ooh, Monster plays Astronaut as our last card here. So Astronaut is a legend. So we have Lukamiar, Legends, and of course Leviathan. So that's the name of the game, Lukamiar, Legends, and Leviathan. His is a legend. This is a an M2 human. Morphology 2. Morphology 1 is 1 above simple, and then you have simple ones which have not morphed at all. I could demorph any card that is not a simple card if I wanted to, and if it's not found in the deck, we would have a Paper Tiger card, which would have all the same exact stats as the regular card, but it would just be like a this card is an astronaut. It's like a scrap of paper kind of thing. If this was like a real world card game. All right. Okay, so now it is the monster's energy recedes for now. So now it is finally the top of turn 1. Yay, we have all the setup done. Because right now the first part of the situation is we're trying to figure out, we're trying to see what's in our collapse space. Right? We're trying to load the level, as it were. Okay, so top of the turn 1. So now I get to draw my card for the turn. And it's a Resuscitator 1.0. That's really good. A Resuscitator 1.0 can recover 3 breath on any one allied Lukamiar, but then we gotta discard the card immediately. And then whenever you use a card in this game, it goes to discard, obviously. But the discard in this game, the monster has access to it. So let's go ahead and play and see that play out. So welcome back, player. When your turn begins, you may play cards to prepare for monster's turn. They may unleash Clash Lukamiar from the queue, deck, and discard. So be on your guard. Then, on the top of your next turn, you can make attacks, subdue, and tame Clash Lukamiar to your cadre, and confer to crowd humans to make more attacks. Click continue below to start turn number 1. Alright, here we go. Finally, I'm going to go ahead and save the game here. Perfect. And as you can see, like I said, when you save the game, it actually prints out everything that's in your hand, the number of cards that are in the deck, what's in the discard, what's in the PR Plus card area, which we got to go ahead and do that. I can show you what PR Plus cards do. We have, of course, the locations and the weather, and then what's in the cadre, clash, and queue, and crowd. Alright, perfect. So let's go ahead now. I'm going to go ahead and play a card. I'm going to play Connect Attacks 3 turns in a row. Now this PR Plus card is a 6 PR, so normally I would not be able to play 6 PR cards, but you can play the position area at any position rating for this kind of card, PR Plus cards. But player will not gain position increases unless the player meets and maintains that PR requirement. And they can't record any progress towards that goal either. So for this one, Connect Attacks 3 turns in a row, of course, is if player and or their allies land an attack each turn for 3 turns in a row while this card is in play, player gains +2 position rating, which is pretty good. So yes, I want to play that to the PR Plus area. We're going to do the same thing we have in this one, Connect 4 turns in a row. And this Lukamiar is called a Quantangle, and you'll see that Lukamiar in, I believe, the 4th deck. I'm going to try to play through all the decks here for y'all. Okay, so let's go ahead and play that card. Connect 4 turns in a row. Okay. Let's go ahead and hold on to the humans in our hand. If a Leviathan is on the field, what can happen is Leviathan can attack an entire cadre, or the entire crowd, or the entire clash, or the entire city, or one competing Leviathan. So if I were to put all these humans out on the field here, it would actually be not very good for me because a Leviathan could show up eventually. It's not going to show up until like turn 3 or 4 because of the way Leviathan always have so much PR that they can't show up on the field yet, just based on the rules. So I'm going to hold on to the Electrician. I'm going to hold on to the Armorer. They're going to be in my hand here. So let's do... I do want to play my Resuscitator. Now we can use the Resuscitator to remove damage immediately, or we can kind of use it as a shield of sorts. We'll play the Resuscitator 1.0 card, and I'm going to go ahead and play it on Voin, because I do not want this Voin to be to get KO'd. So I'm going to do it on a Cadre Lukamiar, non-human Lukamiar. Players A, players Lukamiar B, players Lukamiar A. Yes, I want to play it to the Voin. So now Voin has a Resuscitator attached to it, which means if it gets hit for, say, a 6 damage move, 6 POW move, it would normally kill the Voin, but because the Resuscitator is on here, it's going to remove 3 damage from it before the attack lands, leaving it with 3 damage. So it would be between its breath levels, so it would not be able to attack, but it would not be killed, right? It'd be subdued. So it's a lot of information on how to confer a Resuscitator right here. Basically just rephrases what I've already said. Now, but if Monster plays this card, they from the discard, which is where it's going to be after it's used, they get to play on their Clash. So in this game, you need to be careful about what you do, because that affects you later, because the monster can do that too. And does that make sense? So, alright, we're done. I think that's a pretty good... I'm going to go ahead and save in save spot 2 now. So now I've saved at the very beginning of the game in save spot 1. Well, the very beginning of turn 1 in save spot 1. And then I've also saved in the end of turn 1, the end of the top of turn 1, in a different save spot. So if I really don't like how I've done this here, I can go back and say I don't want to put the Resuscitator down. And that's why I really like being able to have in a card game the ability to save states and go back to old ones. But whenever you win a card game, all of your saves, all of your deck saves are erased. So you can't just go, ooh, I'm going to go ahead and almost beat the game after saving, and then load back into that point and keep getting more and more points and cards. Because you gain cards for your actual collection outside of it, which I think is really fun. Okay, so when you are done with your turn, right, this is the turn, the top of turn 1, when we want to go to the bottom of turn 1, we want to hand over the game to Monster, we would hit end turn and hit yes. Okay, autosave beginning. I have a little autosave just in case there are issues. We can go ahead and load from that autosave. I'm going to hit continue. Now after a Lukamiar attacks, it's exhausted for the rest of the turn. So now that it's the end of the turn, we're removing exhaustion, those stored morphed placed cards I was talking about before, and any defensive markers. Now that's the end of... Now that the top of turn 1 is ending, no more defensive markers can remain, because defensive is kind of like a reactionary thing. So after monster attacks on the bottom of the previous turn, and now it's the top of the turn, you have defensives you can use from humans to monsters clash. And again, all this stuff you'll see later. But basically, once the end of the turn happens, you cannot have those kind of reflexive defensive markers on anymore to use like defensive arm or defensive hit here. Alright, now it is the bottom of turn 1. The whole background has turned red. So let's go ahead and get some music appropriate for that. So whenever it's Monster's turn, background turns red. We have scary music. Let's see what Monster does. First things first, Monster's going to unleash Lukamiar from the queue. And because these are both under 4 PR, they're 3 PR or below, and it's turn 1, they are able to be released into Monster's Clash. So now I have 2 Lukamiar that I need to worry about. I just realized I probably could have morphed the Voin to a Neumann because it did not have a stored morph place marker on there because I had that from turn 0. But I didn't want to put too much, I guess. We'll go ahead and morph next turn. As long as I don't die, because we could actually die. If this card dies, that's you, right? Ghost is you. I know it's a ghost. But if the ghost dies, you will die. The game's over, right? Your monsters, your Lukamiar, are trying to protect you. That's what they're there for. Alright, so now Monster draws a card from the deck. Ooh, Resuscitator 1.0. That's going to go directly into the discard because they drew it from the deck. Now we're done playing that card, but now, Monster will also draw a card from the discard, and these are all the cards that they could draw. We do not want Monster to draw Comb the Area, even though it was super beneficial for us in the past. We know that whenever we use Comb the Area, the monster is going to be able to comb the area too. So let's hope it's not this or that. Let's hope it's one of these two. We kind of don't want it to have any extra attack boosts. And the monster does not care about PR cards. If there's a 15 PR card, they can play that. It might have to be put into the queue until the turn count, but they can play it and therefore remove it from the pool for me to use. Alright, Resuscitator 2.0. Phew, that's what we're hoping for. That's what we're hoping for. Okay. So, so here's our little die here. So that was a 7. The monster rolled a 7. It has to roll. For any decisions it has to, whether which attack to do first, which Lukamiar to attack with first, it's always a randomized thing. So that's why this is a card game. This could be played, if you had all these cards, you could play this card game with little strips of paper and d20s. So monster rolled a 7, so it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it attaches the Resuscitator 2.02 Neumann in spot A of Monsters Clash. So now this Neumann kind of has it has a shield, right? It has a 5 breath shield. So any damage done to it, if it's under 5, it fully negates it. If it's over 5, then it just negates 5 of the damage points, putting the rest of them onto Neumann. So what we're hoping for at this point is Sanderishan to only attack Neumann, but we have no control over that. We're waiting for Monster to decide what happens. Monster will attack with our 2 Clash Lukamiar, Neumann in Clash A, and Sanderishan in Clash B. Alright, which one will they attack with first? 17, that's an odd number, so it's probably going to attack with Neumann first. I think that's how it is. Yep. Because it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, kind of like eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And of course, if you want to see the stored morphed placed card, you can, or more up close, you can just hover over it. So these cards cannot be morphed, and they cannot be put into storage until the end of Monster's turn. A Monster doesn't have access to put things into storage, but they can pull them out of quantum storage, specifically Leviathan. Okay, Monsters Neumann must choose their attack. They have 3 different attacks: Small Step, Sample, and Touch. I just click Continue. They're going to roll that dice to figure it out. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So they're going to use Sample, I believe. That seems to be what they're going to do. Sample, which is an ion move, and because Power Plant is here in the city, it's going to grant it +1 POW to all ion attacks. Alright, so they're going to attack ferociously at random. Ooh, and it rolled a 20. How many options does it have? Monsters Neumann in Clash A has a total of 6 targetable Lukamiar to choose from. Void in Player's First Lukamiar, Astrophysicist in some crowd, Armorer, Meteorologist, and Astronaut in crowd, and then Sanderishan in Clash B. So those are all the options that it could attack. But unfortunately, because it had 6 options and rolled 17, it's not valid for 6 options because you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And 20 is outside of those rolls options, because if we went to 1920, we wouldn't have options for the other ones in that loop of them. So it's not a valid roll because then it would break the random chance. We want each roll to have an exact same chance of happening. Alright, we're redoing the roll. It's 15, so that does work for 3 different attacks. It's going to be for 6 different targets. And Armor in Crowd was the randomly chosen one. So this Armor is about to be attacked by this Neumann, and if they survive, which they should, because Armor, right here, Armor is class defensive to Armor, which means Armor, when attacking an Armor Lukamiar with an Armor attack, you will be given, it would do half damage, half rounded up. Okay, so Armor in Crowd is the randomly chosen one. So Monsters Neumann in Clash A will attack with Sample, which is an ion move, against Armor in Crowd, doing a base 4 ion power. It's probably going to have +1 from this power plant, which I don't see why it wouldn't. But it does need to do a 95% chance to hit for this move. Sample, Ion, 95% chance to hit. Alright. Roll for that 95% chance. Ooh, close to 1, but it was not 1. That means it does hit. Alright, yep. Boost it from 4 to 5 Ion power. Monster's Normanid Ion attack sample is usually class critical against armorer's classes. Oh, right, it's not armor on armor, it's Ion on armor because it was an Ion attack. Okay, so the Ion is doing CC because Ion is class critical to armor because, metal conducts. So metal is weak to the Ion attack here. So that's actually not good. That's very bad. As long as it doesn't increase its damage anymore, the armor will survive, but they will be very close to death. Class critical 2 times, 5 times 2 is 10. So the targeted human armor and crowd gained a defensive marker against the non-human Lukamiar Neumann. However, because they were brought below their, or between their breath levels, that means they are no longer, they're subdued. They are subdued and no longer active. They wouldn't be able to do a defensive move anyway, so that's removed in a second. Subdued fully and cannot attack until their damage is equal to their first breath level, which means it has to have 8 or less damage, and this has 10. As you can see, it's got 10 damage on this armor right here, and its breath, just like Neumann, is 8 of 10, which means if it has more than 10 damage, it's dead. But because it's exactly 10, it's holding on with a thread. And that's fine. That's okay. We don't want any deaths, because any deaths of humans, we remove 2 PR, and any deaths of Lukamiar, we remove 1 PR. So we don't want to have any PR removed, because if you have less PR than Lukamiar that you're trying to hold on to, they'll grow tentative, and basically, unless you share a class with them, they'll do an attack on you for half damage and flee to the crowd. So we don't want that to happen. Okay, we're fine. Neumann is, as you can see, they're subdued, and Sandarishan just became subdued because Monster is choosing them to do an attack now. So after this attack, both of them are subdued, and they're no longer able to do any more attacks this turn. So let's hope Sandarishan does not attack armor, because if Sandarishan attacks armor with intangible or sediment moves, the armor is gone. Every attack does at least 1 POW. Unless it specifically says it does null damage, and those are other kinds of attacks, usually like charged attacks. For example, direct. It does not do any damage, but you need a human to direct a Lukamiar to do an attack. Monster does not need that. Okay, Monster Sandarishan must choose their attack. They're choosing Scare, because it goes 1, 2, 3, like eeny, meeny, miny. So, third verse of eeny, meeny, miny, mo, or third, Is it versus eeny, meeny, miny, mo? No, because mo would be another verse too. Anyways, Scare, right? So Scare is an intangible move. What Lukamiar is it going to choose? Here we go. Which is it going to choose? 15. Does that work for 6? I think so, because no, are you serious? No, I had to count this out. Are you serious? 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or no, 6. 6, because it can't attack itself. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's not fair. It had a 1 in 6 chance. What is the chances of hitting 1 in 6 and then the same one again? I mean, the first one doesn't matter, so it really is just a 1 in 6 chance to hit the same one you already hit. So it wasn't that rare of a circumstance, but come on. Okay, we have, so it's doing intangible power, so that means it's the Scare move. It has an 85% chance to hit, which means we have a 15% chance to miss. Please miss. Come on. Yes! Oh my god. Oh my god, that would have killed. I do not want any of my humans dead. Please. No humans need to die on my watch. Sandarishan missed their attack as they rolled too low for their attack percent chance. Whew. That is what we want to see, thank goodness. Okay. Monsters Lukamiar are finally all exhausted this turn. So that means it is now the top of turn 2. We no longer have to worry about Monster for this turn. And now it's my turn to see what I can do with the monsters that are running wild in Monsters Clash. Alright, it's almost time for a player to draw a card for the turn and make an actions. However, if any humans in the crowd are ignoring the player, they make their chances to attack first. Now, here we go. The legend astronaut rolls their eyes and yawns at the lack of Leviathan to target. They're a little haughty, the legends. They kind of only attack what they want to attack, and that's usually legends. Or if they have a defensive marker because they were just attacked in the last monster's turn, they'll give a disdainful strike to non-Leviathan Lukamiar that have attacked them. Okay. Now, an astrophysicist does have more PR than I have. They have 6 PR. I still only have the 1 right here. So they could have attacked. However, they only have defensive moves, so they wouldn't be able to attack anyways. So that was also pushed off. Alright. I'm going to draw my card. What card did I get? Ooh, I got an astronaut. So that's pretty good. So if we ever need to have an astronaut, we can play them. Now, they're very, very powerful. They can do their next scruff attack, which is a 2-power ion or armor or air attack. So they can be one of those 3 classes. Alright. So that attack can be one of those 3 classes. And legends give 3 power of any of their classes to a Lukamiar they direct. And you can store 3 Lukamiar in quantum storage through the astronaut. 2 for 6 PR humans and 1 for 1 PR humans. Okay. Autosave, here we go. So, I want these Lukamiar on my team. I want to subdue and obtain them, right? So that's what we want to do here. That's our point, our goal. We have a Lukamiar to attack with. I have 2 turn PR because we're counting myself and how many PR I have. So this 1 as well as my 1 PR. I earned this 1 PR as well as the card comes with 1 PR. So we have 2 turn PR. That means we can... now if I were to attack with this Ghost and Voin, with myself directing the Voin, it would cost 1 turn PR. So we'd be down 1 turn PR because I've used that. But we would not have any more humans to attack with. Nor will we have any more Lukamiar to attack with. Because I have no more Lukamiar I can play. I could morph out this Voin, but I don't have the PR to do so just yet. But I think soon I will. So let's go ahead and use this Voin. Now we could actually send this Resuscitator to the armor. I think that's probably a good idea. Because the armor is in this state would not be able to direct anybody. But we do want to protect them from further monsters' attacks, right? So we want to go ahead and pull this guy into our cadre if we can. So let's do this. Let me go ahead and it might be smart to wait to do that because what you do is you have a Lukamiar, you use it to try to get other Lukamiar, and then you can use those Lukamiar that you just obtained to attack other Lukamiar, as long as you subdue them within at their first breath level. So if I subdue the Cineration with exactly 4 damage, which is his first breath level, I can subdue them and attack with them in the same turn without extra resuscitating. But if it's a 5 or 6, I can subdue and tame them, but I would not be able to attack with them that same turn without resuscitating some damage off of that Lukamiar. Okay. Alright. So, I think our best bet is to try to go after the Cineration because it's only got a 4 to hit to actually be able to subdue it versus the 8 of this Neumann. Unless we have something that is CC, which is class critical, like any of our attacks could be class critical to both of these, or both of these, right? So, we only have the Void, so that's all we have are Ion Armor, or Ion Air, and Plastic class attacks to use. Plastic, so Intangible can go through armor and plastic, right? So Intangible is CC to armor and to plastic, and also Ion, and some other classes as well. But in this situation, we're just dealing with Ion, Armor, Air, and Plastic. Those are the only ones in this specific situation. Yes, this has attacks that also do Sediment, but that's not in this situation because those are attacks and it's not monsters It's not the bottom of the turn at the moment. Okay, so for Voin here, we have... so I'm going to go ahead and swap 2 cards. I'm going to swap utilities, because it's a utility. I'm going to swap a not a location utility, but a different utility. We'll do another utility. We'll do from Voin. Yes, I would like to choose the utility of Voin. And I would like to swap that to... Oh, right. So you cannot give utilities to any humans that are still in the crowd. You can only give them to humans in the cadre, humans and Lukamiar in the cadre. So I'm going to back out here. And that Resuscitator is still going to be on the Voin. So let's go ahead and... So Armor or Ghost is not going to increase any of the moves, so it doesn't really matter who it goes to. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to confer a spare Lukamiar to a crowd human. So I'm going to confer the Voin to the Armor. Now the Meteorologist in the crowd 2 or in 3 and Armor in crowd 2 are the only 2 that I have available, because this one is PR 15 and this is 6 PR, and again we still only have 1 PR. So I'm going to pull this Armor and confer the Voin to them. So now they're both here, and this one's turned on its side to show that it does have that 10 damage still. But we're going to go ahead and fix that right now. So now as you see, I have 3 turn PR because we've also added the 1 PR from the human. So now we have, between the Ghost and between the Armor, we can control 3 PR worth of Lukamiar. So if like this Voin was morphed up to a Neumann, if I were to morph it to a Neumann, I would also get a PR, which would increase my turn PR to 4, but I would still only be able to do this Neumann, and if I was successful enough, I'd be able to take the Standerition, and there'd be another 1 PR. But let's actually do it, right? So let's go ahead and swap 2 cards, utilities, other utility, from Voin to Armor. So now this Armor has that Resuscitator on it. And healed himself by up to 3 POW. So now it's up to 7. And they're no longer, the damage is no longer between their breath levels. 7 is outside of the 8 of 10. If it was above 10, they'd be dead. But if it's below 8, that's really good for them, because then they can go ahead and do whatever they were otherwise going to do. They would not be able to direct any Lukamiar while they were subdued like that. But now that we have this Armor here, we can go ahead and let's first save the game. I'm going to go ahead and save the game here, because I think that was a pretty good monster's turn, and I don't want to back up over that. So we've saved the game in spot 2. Let's go ahead and make an attack now. I'm going to do a Cadre Lukamiar and human pair, so that could be me and any Lukamiar I have, or it could be one of these pairs here. I could also attack with my own human card with Haunt if I really wanted to, which I might do. Ooh, because if I can use Haunt on Neumann here, Intangible is CC, class critical, on Ion and on Armor, so that would do 4 damage, even though it's only a 1 damage move. That might be smart, because it would oh no, because then we got a Resuscitator 2.0, because that's going to fully reduce all that damage down to 0. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's see if we can't get Monster to attack their own Neumann instead, removing the Resuscitator for us. So let's attack with this pair, the Voin and Armor and Cadre 1. We're going to use, we can use either Boing, which is an air move, Jolt, which is an ion move, or Plap, which is a plastic move. So I think we want to go attack Standerition here. Air against Sediment, isn't that? Yes, air is CC to Sediment. So our air move here, Boing, would do 2 times as much POW against Standerition. So it normally does 1 air. So it'll do 2 damage, which is pretty good. I think that's probably our best that we're probably going to be able to do. We could do an ion move and get a 3rd damage, a 3rd POW from it, because it normally does 2 ion POW for Jolt, and we do 1 more, so it'd be 3. But because ion is class defensive to Sediment, that means that it does half as much damage, rounded up. So I think that would not, it would still do 2 damage, right? Because it would do 2 plus 1 divided by 2 rounded up would be 2 again. 3 divided by 2 is 1.5, and you round that up to 2. So we still did 2 damage, which would be the same amount of damage. So it really wouldn't And then plastic would only do 1 damage. Divide by 2, round it up, because intangible is class defensive to plastic. Also, I haven't said this yet, but anything that, so if Animalia is class critical to Flora, because animals eat plants, Flora is conversely class defensive to Animalia, so it will do 1/2 damage to animals. So whenever something is class critical, so Elven is class critical to Battle War, that also means Battle War is class defensive against Elven. Does that make sense? So when you know one is class critical one way, you know it's reversed the other way. You don't have to like remember, armor is class critical to, let's see here, armor class critical to Flora, because you can chop up plants with like gardening scissors or whatever. So then you know, without having to look, that Flora is class defensive to armor. It's a mirrored view, so you don't have to remember too much stuff. I know this is a huge kind of class criticals page here, but don't worry too much about this. It's very, very simple. You can say, okay, what's the attack? The attack's plastic. All right. What's the defensive Lukamiar? Defensive Lukamiar has corrosion, so I would not necessarily want to use a plastic attack on a corrosion Lukamiar because it would do half as much damage. Now, if they have multiple classes that also are class defensive or class critical, those will do. It depends on how. Like if you have one that's class critical, one that's class defensive, it merges out to a push, so it doesn't do either times 2 or divided by 2. But if it's 2 class criticals, then it's 4 times. Same way where I was saying intangible could do 4 times the damage to this Neumann, because intangible is 4 times damage to that. Because normally it's a 1 damage, but because intangible is class critical to Ion and class critical to armor, it's going to do more damage than normal. So let's go ahead. I think our best bet here. Let's do. I'm not sure which one to do. They're going to do the exact same amount. So let's go ahead and do Boing here to show the class critical, and then we'll do a Jolt later to show class defensive. So we'll do Boing, and we're going to attack Sandarishan in Clash B. Yes, I am sure. Okay. So we're not going to get enough damage to actually use that, which is good that I chose a human Lukamiar, that I chose a human that is able to use a non-defensive move, so I can still do another attack for my turn. Alright, attacking with a pair of Voin in Cadre 1 and Armor in Cadre 1, these two right here, against Sandarishan in Clash B using the attack Boing, doing a base 1 power. Alright, 95% chance to hit. So I have to roll for 95% chance to hit. So I will hit the spacebar button. Ooh, that's 11, so that's definitely enough. Because otherwise I would have had to roll a 1 for this Boing attack to not hit. If I wanted to do Jolt, I would have to roll above 15% chance or above a 3 for that not to hit. Alright. Usually class critical against Sandarishan's classes, Intangible and Sediment, which should make the attack do twice as much power. Air is push against Intangible, however class critical against Sediment, therefore doing an overall class critical, because air pushes dust around. Okay, so 1 CC plus 1 CD is push. This is what I was talking about before. If you have 2 CDs, then they are then it's 1/2 rounded up, and then a half again rounded up. So 2 CCs is 2 times 2 times. Okay. Voin landed an attack, so it's now charged to do 1 extra power next time. So that's what these charged markers are for. So now this Voin is charged. This infinity symbol means it's just always going to stay on the Lukamiar. It doesn't fall off at the end of the turn. And this just means it's charged for 1 charge. The attack was class critical. 1 times 2 is 2, because it was normally a 1 power move. Times 2 is 2. Final damage was 2. Head breath changed from 0 to 2 of 4 of 6. So that's good for me for next turn, because then it'd be a lot less damage for me to deal with. Okay, so I think our best bet here is for me to do a 3rd damage on Sandarishan, as opposed to removing the Resuscitator, because I still think Monsters Clash is going to attack the Neumann. I still hope that it is, so that it'll go ahead and remove the Resuscitator for me. Okay. This is my first attack in a row. Thank you very much. So now Kinetic Text 4 turns in a row has a point on it. Once this reaches 4, I will get that extra +1 position rating. Alright. Cool. So now as you see, our turn PR is down to 2 because we went ahead and spent one of it to attack with this armor here. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to get another... yeah, unfortunately we only have 1 PR, so I wouldn't be able to morph anything up and keep it. We want to make sure to keep what we get. Okay, so now this armor is safe, as you can see, because it's behind the Lukamiar. So whenever monsters Lukamiar attack, they can only attack the Lukamiar that are guarding the humans, and also the humans that have no Lukamiar guarding them too. So right now, I'm a human without a Lukamiar guarding me, so that's kind of scary and not good, right? So we do not want to get hit by monsters clash, but unfortunately, I would not be able to unconfer because these are both exhausted. They've already attacked this turn, so I wouldn't be able to unconfer or confer 2 exhausted humans. So if, like, say the astronaut attacked this turn and they were exhausted, I would not be able to confer to them, even if I could, because right now I only have 1 PR, they have 15. Okay, so right now I'm going to save the game in save spot 3. I think I'm going to attack with my ghost. Let's go ahead and make an attack with my own human card. Do I want to attack Neumann or Sandarishan? Sandarishan I think is the play, because every time the turn ends, you heal up, right? So when monsters' turn ends, they're going to have their Sandarishan heal up 1. So if they have 2 damage at the end of their turn, they're going to have 1, which means I need to do 3 damage to be able to subdue the Sandarishan. If I want to only have to do 2, because... oh wait, I just realized Voin is going to be charged. That's right, so I actually may not want to do that. So sometimes talking this out is actually super beneficial, because I would have done something that I think I would have regretted. So because Voin is charged, next turn their attack is going to do... so with their talent here, Voin gains +1 charge after their attack hits, just like it happened. For each charge counter, Voin has +1 power to their attacks, maximum of 3. So next turn, that Voin is going to actually do 1, 2 air damage, and it's going to be class critical, so it's going to be 4 total damage. So in that case, it might make more sense to actually try to attack the Neumann here, just to get rid of that resuscitator, because it's going to act as a shield and automatically heal the Neumann of any damage that is done to it. So I think we should actually attack the Neumann, because Voin is going to be able to attack the Sandarishan regardless. Because it's going to be able to do 4 air damage next turn, because it's going to do the CC, which is going to double it, but it's also going to have the talent bouncy, which will go ahead and give +1 POW to that attack. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and get rid of that resuscitator. I know that means the monster could just re-put that resuscitator back from the discard, but that's good, because then it's wasting that turn and not drawing the Comb the Area that we used earlier. And of course, Comb the Area is a draw 3. We don't want the monster to draw 3. What's up, Dennis? How you doing? Alright, so let's do... yes, I do want to attack Neumann. So my character, the Ghost, is directly attacking the Neumann with my Haunt. I swing a Phantom Limb to attack with Ghost against Neumann now. Perfect. Can only use Haunt, so I'll go ahead and choose that. I'm automatically exhausted me because I attacked, and therefore I'm exhausted for the rest of the turn. Haunt has a 100% chance to hit, so I do not have to roll, and I don't have to spend turn PR for me to for any human to directly attack a Lukamiar. It doesn't spend your turn PR, which is really, really handy. Okay. Although it might actually spend it with you yourself to attack with it. We'll see. We'll find out now. 100% chance to hit. Which should make the attack do 4 times as much power. Intangible is CC against Ion. And CC against armor. Because you can imagine like a ghost going into a machine and kind of screwing with the machine, and it's going all haywire, right? That's Ion. That's armor. It's a metal electrical thing, so it's going to do that. I owe you a Starbucks. Why do I owe you a Starbucks? Okay, perfect. So it could do 4 times 1, which is 4 damage. However, of course, it has that Resuscitator too, which can recover up to 5 breath, which is unfortunate. Yep, reduce the attack by up to 5 power. Okay, so that was pretty useful. We were able to go ahead and remove that Resuscitator for next turn, so I'll be able to attack maybe again with my Ghost and actually leave 4 damage on the Norman. Okay, attack went through, concluded. I'm leaving your music taste in the dust. I'm sorry, Dennis. Okay, okay, let's do... Right, so that's probably... So I did actually take away a turn PR. That's what I thought I should do. Any human in the crowd that attacks does not remove turn PR, but if you attack with your own card, you're removing 1 PR, which is the amount of PR that you have on your card. Okay, so that's that. I don't think there's anything else we could do. We could play human cards, but that puts them in danger. We could put a Resuscitator on somebody. I'm going to put a Resuscitator... Ooh. You know I can't, because this is a 3 PR turn card. A 3 PR card. I would not be able to play. I only have 1 PR right now. That's unfortunate. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's save the game. Save spot 3. And end the turn. Right? Yeah, we got to end the turn. Okay, here we go. Auto-save, removing all exhaustion, and store more placed markers and defensive markers. So we're going to remove all that. Good, good, good. Now it's the bottom of turn 2. It is Monster's turn. So Monster will unleash any Lukamiar they have in the queue. They don't at the moment, but that's okay. And they're going to draw 1 from the deck. Ooh, Miring Plus. Okay, so if Monster plays this card from the deck, they discard it. That's cool. But if they were to draw this from the discard, they could do either 1 or 2 things. Heal damage from 1 Monster allied Lukamiar in play, so like 1 Lukamiar in the clash, or check and discard cards 1 by 1 from the deck until any human, Lukamiar, Leviathan, or Shuffle Draw is drawn. I'll show you what Shuffle Draw is later. And then played. Monster must then discard the card. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and do it. I'm going to discard the card. That's right, because they drew it from the deck. Now they're going to draw a card from the discard. One of these cards. Those are all not so good. I mean, at the moment, Resuscitators are our only hope. Ooh, an attack boost 2. Okay, so now one of the Lukamiar that is Monsters in Monsters Clash is going to be able to attack with 2 extra power on top of it. Which one is it? Let's go roll. Monster's going to roll. 14, so probably a Sandarishan. 1, 2, 3, 4. Evens. Sandarishan? I say probably because I'm not 100% sure, even though I coded the whole darn thing. Because I don't want to be like, oh, it's definitely going to do this, and then it doesn't do it, and I'm like, oh wait, yeah, it doesn't do that because of this other thing. So, what don't you get, Dennis? Is it the game? That's okay. We're going to go ahead and play a couple more turns, and I'll go through it again, a couple more games, and I'll keep explaining about what's going on. All right. So Monster's turn. Monster finished drawing playing card from the discard. So basically this is like a single player card game against the against like randomness itself, if that makes sense. I'm fighting against randomness itself. I'm fighting against using the deck to fight the deck. No worries, no worries. Okay, we'll keep going and we'll keep on it's somewhat of a complex game, but eventually you'll pick it up. All right. So Monster's going to attack with their 2 Lukamiar. This is Monster's Clash right here. So Monster has control over this. And then any Lukamiar that are in there that they've played from drawing from the deck or the discard, or having them come out of the queue, they have their Lukamiar show up here. Monster now roll to see which of those 2 Lukamiar they're going to attack with first this turn. And that's a 2. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4 until we hit the number, so 1, 2, it looks like they're going to attack with Sandarishan first. Alright, Sandarishan, We rotate the card to show that it is has been chosen for attack already, so we don't accidentally do it twice. Sand Erishin has to choose one of their 2 attacks. 18, so it's going to be the second one, Quicksand. And it's just doing a random roll every single time. So Monster Sand Erishin in Clash B has a total of 6 targetable Lukamiar to choose from. 1 Ghost, me, unfortunately. Voin, Astrophysicist, Meteorologist, and Astronaut. And of course Norman, because it's another... any Lukamiar in the Clash can attack any other Lukamiar in the Clash. And it's all random. We don't know what's going to happen because we're fighting against like randomness itself, like the essence of randomness itself. Because that's all that's left when we have, when all you have is a collapsed space of a football field radius. Is it a radius or is it? Yeah, I think it's a radius. Monsters like Lukamiar Sand Erishin attacks ferociously at random. 5. Okay, so if we go through, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Astronaut in Crowd was randomly chosen 1. Yep, that's right. Quicksand against the Astronaut, doing base 1 Sediment Pow. Has a 90% chance to hit, so has to roll. 18% that hits, because that is not a 1 or a 2, which would not hit for a 90% chance to hit. Ooh, and it used an attack boost too, so the Quicksand does 3 Sediment Pow now. And because it is class critical against Astronaut's classes on Armor and Air, it'll make the attack do twice as much power. Because of course, Sediment is class critical against Ion, because it's the ground, and class critical against Armor, because it wears away armor. But it's class defensive against Air, because air blows away the sand. So therefore, it does an overall class critical, because this one class critical and this class defensive cancel out. So it just does, instead of doing times 2 divided by 1, or divided by 2, rounded up, it just does times 2. Stream rules, like what? Alright, Sand Erishin rolls away just in time. And because it used the Sediment attack, it was able to gain 1 breath. So it actually healed itself up for 1. And it's going to heal itself again at the end of the turn. So I actually have no damage on it. So my attacks did completely nothing by the time my turn rolls back around. Okay, class critical. 6 damage. So as you can see, the Astronaut now has a defensive marker back towards the Sand Erishin. So because this Astronaut is in a crowd, it will attack on its own. It'll attack on its own, especially since it has 20 or 15 PR, and I only have 1 PR. Okay, so the final damage was 6. So 6 damage goes on the Astronaut. Good thing the Astronaut has a 10, 12 breath levels. So if it is under 10, that means it's still alive and kicking. If it's between 10 and 12, that means it is subdued. If it's above 12, the Astronaut dies. So it's not too much of a damage, but it's about like half their damage. So they have a defensive marker on that Sand Erishin, and they will attack before I get to do anything on the top of turn 3. Monsters Lukamiar Sand Erishin's target Astronaut has breath changed from 0 to 6. Monster chose Neumann in Clash A for their next Lukamiar. It's the only one else they have left. Will I ever do stream rules? I don't know what YouTube's stream rules are. I mean, I already have some rules, like don't be a jerk, essentially, are my rules. But do you mean like more playful rules? Like I can't say the word apple or something? Or what do you mean? Like, give me an example. Okay. Well, so normally let's choose their attack. Okay. 12 out of 20. Okay, so that's going to probably touch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Touch. Monsters Neumann in Clash A has a total of 6 targetable Lukamiar. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, which one are they going to attack? 14. Ooh, that's Astrophysicist? No, it's Voin. What was it? 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yep. Sometimes I'm like, did my code work correctly? And then I'm like, oh yeah, it did. Never mind. That's correct. Oh, that's probably a good idea. Show people the rules. Yeah, there might be a thing where it kind of just like a little automatic message at the start. We'll see if I can get that all set up. Okay, so they're attacking Voin, which is unfortunate because that's the Lukamiar that I want to attack with next turn. Base 3 sentiment power, 100% chance to hit. Dang it. Okay. Sentiment CD against air, CC against ion, therefore doing an overall push. That's correct. 3 damage. Unfortunately, it is now between its breath levels, so it didn't die. I don't lose points, but it cannot attack until their damage is equal to or less than their first breath level. And because Voin has been subdued, they are no longer charged, unfortunately. So that sucks. But it is the end of Monster's turn, thankfully. Now it's top of turn 3. I can almost draw a card, however, if our humans are ignoring me. There are. The astronaut's ready to attack without my go-ahead. Alright, and that would be the astronaut because it has a defensive marker. The ignoring human astronaut in crowd spot 3 is about to attack Sandervision with her Animalia attack, Disdainful Strike, doing a base 2 POW. 100% chance to hit. Animalia, usually class defensive against Sandervision's classes, which should make it do divide by 2, round up. Divide by 2, round up again. About 1/4. Oh no, I'm sorry, just 1 CD, not CCD. Animalia CD against tangible and a push against sentiment, therefore doing overall class defensive. So 2 divided by 2 round up is 1. That's okay, does 1 damage on the Sandervision. And of course the astronaut is exhausted, so you rotate the card a little bit and you remove the defensive mark. Okay, I can draw my card. Ooh, I get my own Sandervision. Nice, nice, nice. Let's go ahead and play that card Sandervision. So I will, to the player's cadre, so I am no longer defenseless. Alright. Okay, let's go ahead and save the game. Do regular graphics just in case here. Okay, perfect. There you go. Rule number 1: don't take Dennis seriously. I like it. Let's see. Okay, so I cannot attack with Voin because it's subdued, unfortunately. But if I were to attack with Sandervision and I were to do enough damage that were to subdue a Lukamiar, I would get a point. And then if I tame a Lukamiar, I get another point. So that's 2 more points. I could morph Voin into Neumann right now, actually. Let's do that. I'm gonna morph Voin into Neumann. I think that's probably gonna be better for us. Play a card, morph. Or I'm gonna play the card Neumann. And I'm going to morph Voin in Cadre 1. So now because it has 3 damage, that's more than its first breath level, so it's subdued, it cannot attack. But because it morphs to a Lukamiar that has a different breath levels, it is no longer subdued, which is pretty good. That's great, we can actually use Neumann now. Okay, so I think what we want to do is I think we want to go ahead and confer Sandervision to Meteorologist. Because even though we both me, the Ghost, and Sandervision are both have an intangible class, that actually would do too much damage, because we're hoping to subdue this Neumann, right? And if I have Scare, which is a 2 power move, Intangible is going to be class critical against Ion, and then class critical again against Armor. So 2 times 4 is 8, which is exactly that breath level. That's good, that's what we want, right? We want to see if we can subdue something exactly at their breath level, because then we can use it to attack again. I have 5 turn PR, which means we can go ahead and attack with this Sandervision and this Neumann and still have 1 turn PR left. Okay. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and do... So I could attack with this. Now Sediment looks like it would do a really good powerful damage move against Neumann, because Sediment is good against Ion, Ground is good against electricity, and then Sediment is good against armor because it erodes that as well. Rule number 2, don't take rule number 1 seriously. Okay, let's do... But yeah, so Sediment looks like it's going to do real good damage against Neumann because it's CC to this and CC to armor. However, its talent, Sediment attacks only do very class defensive POW to damage to Neumann. So you actually skip the whole damage calculation part of it, and you just go straight to VCD, which is half rounded up, half rounded up. So about 1/4. Okay, let's do... So Sediment would not be that good on Neumann. I don't think Ion would do that much damage either. We could do armor. Armor would also be VCD, wouldn't it? Ion armor, yeah. So that probably wouldn't be the better option. You know, I think we might actually go Ion for this one. Because then we would do 4, 5 Ion. And Ion is CD to Ion. And it is CC to armor, so we do a push. So we do just the exact amount of damage, which is 5, because we would get increased on power plant. And then if we were to somehow confer that to the astrophysicist, we get 2 more points. So we probably could get close to taking down the Neumann here. All right, so let's do this. Let's do. Let's attack with Sanderishan, but I want to do 8 points exactly so we can get this Neumann. But the only way to do that is to not give my extra POW from ghosts, from myself as a ghost. I don't want to give an extra intangible power, because as you can see with the human talent, gives +1 POW of any other classes to a Lukamiar that they direct. So right now, if I were to attack with Sanderishan, it would not do 2 damage based on the tangible; it would do 3. And then it would do times 2 times 2, which would do 12, which would kill the Neumann. We do not want to kill. We're trying to have a 0 kill count. Right now we have 0 kill count still. Okay, so let's go ahead and confer the Sanderishan to the meteorologist. Perfect. Let's go ahead and, now that the meteorologist is directing the Sanderishan, they're not going to be able to confer any intangible damage because it can only confer animalia or air damage. So this is going to be good. It's going to be keep it down to 2, which times 2 times 2 is 8. So let's go ahead and do that now. Let's do save the game just so we can, just in case. And if you never load from a save, you get 10 extra packs given to you at the bonus at the end of the card game. So and you can open those packs for more cards. Absolutely. Exactly, those are good rules. That's a good set of rules, Dennis. Let's do... Yes, so let's go ahead and make an attack with the pair Sanderishan doing Scare. Now it does also discombobulate the target for 2 turns, which makes them have to roll a 25% chance to not be able to attack that turn and get exhausted even though they didn't attack. So discombobulation could hinder the enemy, and that's good to have on our side. Right now, unfortunately, we are attacking with a Sanderishan onto a Neumann, and that Neumann is going to remain active and not subdued, and therefore it's going to keep the discombobulation on it when we tame the Neumann to our clash, or to our cadre. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Scare. Scare against Neumann in Clash A. Okay. Now I have to have this hit. If this doesn't hit, that'll be very, very bad for me, because this is a very, very good attack, and I want this to hit. Yes, good, 16. Okay, good. I like that you get to roll d20s and have d20 markers in this game. It's very, very fun. Sanderishan's intangible attack, Scare, is usually very class critical against Neumann's classes, which should make the attack do 2 times, which is 4 times as much power. It's CC against Ion and Armor, because you can imagine a ghost getting into a machine and messing that machine up. So the Ion, the electricity, and the armor, the steel, did not help it. Boom, 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 boom. Discombobulates Norman and Clash A for 2 turns. So as you can see, we've got the Discombobulation card. The 2 on each side here just means 2 of the top turns and 2 bottom turns. So you'll see as it goes through the turns, this side will go down 1 and then this side will go down 1, and that's still an overall 2 turns. Okay, very class critical. 8 damage. Nice. 0 to 8, 8 out of 10. So as you can see, I got a point for that. Increased from 3 to 4. Alright, perfect. The attack went through. As you can see, a turn PR went down from 7 to 6, because we attacked with a 1 PR Lukamiar. Ooh, I made it 2 attacks. My goal is 4. Awesome. 2 more turns to go. My player attack has concluded. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and subdue this, or tame this Norman. I'm going to tame a Lukamiar from Monsters Clash to player's Lukamiar. And now I have another Neumann. It's discombobulated, but I have it. Okay. So let's see here. We don't have a Sandivision, we only have a couple Neumann. So I morphed this Neumann, right? That's why it has a stored morph place marker on it. If I desperately wanted a Voin, and I wanted to attack with a Voin for sure this turn, I could demorph this Neumann, because it does not have a stored morph place marker on it, right? I didn't just place that into play. It didn't just get unstored from quantum storage, and I didn't just morph it. So therefore it doesn't have that marker on it, and I could go ahead and demorph that. It would also get rid of all the damage and get rid of the discombobulation. The one thing that would be really nice is if I could, and I gotta make sure to program this in, is to see cards, because this card, or well at least this card, was morphed on top of another card. So I should be able to look at that Voin card. Trying to see if we can get, can we scrounge up 3 points from Voin? I don't think we can, right? I think we should try to stick with, let's stick with a Neumann. We can probably do 3 damage with touch, right? Let's go with this Neumann. That way I can attack with my ghost if I have to at the very end here. Let's do, I have 7 turn PR still, because we have 1, 2, 3 humans that are in play helping with 5 points, minus 1 because I attacked with 1 right here. So we have 7 turn PR left. Oh, you're playing? Nice. Hope you have fun in Minecraft. Okay. So let's do this. Let's weigh on, I might actually demorph this Neumann, but I want to have more PR for that, because it does cost PR to demorph Lukamiar. Just like you get PR if you morph a Lukamiar, you lose PR, you cost PR to actually demorph something. So we want to demorph this, but we will wait on that, because we have the exact same Lukamiar over here that can attack just fine. Let's do touch, because it's got a 100% chance to hit, which is really good. It's a sediment move, which is push on both intangible and sediment. We have sediment, which is, you don't see sediment or intangible in this row here, so it's not CC or CD to intangible or sediment. So let's go ahead and make an attack with a pair. The Neumann and armor in cadre 1, not the Neumann and player. Let's do touch. 100% chance to hit, can't beat it. Sanderition. I would like to attack with Neumann against Sanderition. Touch 3 power. 100% chance to hit. Unchanged POW. Intangible is push on intangible and sediment. Oh, ultimate chicken horse. I think I know what that game is. I know of a party game that probably is. I think I know what that game is. Did that come out like years ago? Like years ago? Or is that like a newer game? Attack was a push. 3 times 1 is 3. Final damage 3. And we have our Sandvision exactly at their first breath level. subdue them. Now I could do more damage. I could have done more damage with a different attack, and it would have either killed the Sanderition if it ended up with more than 6, or it would have just subdued them beyond their first breath level, which means they wouldn't be able to attack back, which would be unfortunate if we were trying to subdue that and attack using it towards another Lukamiar. Okay, continue. But we don't in this situation. We are up to 6 PR because we subdued a Lukamiar. Oh, and now that we it said it was my first attack in a row for this one. I have connect attacks 4 turns in a row and 3 turns in a row. Next turn, this will be at 3 and this will be at 2 if I get to attack. And then the turn after that, I'm going to get 1 point from this and 2 points from that, as long as I stay above 6 PR, which is a little scary right now. We'll see if I can do it. Okay, so let's go ahead and tame Monsters Clash, 2 players Lukamiar, Sanderition, yes. Okay, so the reason I'm scared, even though it looks like everything is super in my favor right now, is because I only have 7 PR. And if the monster kills even 1 human, I will go down to 5 PR, and anything that I have that's 6 PR or above in the cadre, would become tentative. Now nothing in the cadre is 6 PR or above, so we're probably okay. But say if I were to, I'll do this right now, we'll do confer, say, the Sanderition to the Astrophysicist, which I can do now, because I have 7 PR right here, and the Astrophysicist has 6 PR. So the Astrophysicist is like, oh, this girl knows what she's talking about. I'm going to go ahead and listen. So, boom. So now we have Astrophysicists in the crowd. Now, if that astronaut here died, I would lose 2 PR, and therefore this Astrophysicist would be like, screw this, I'm not staying in here anymore. They would run back to the crowd, and this Sanderition would become tentative because there's nowhere for me to go, or for it to go, except for there's a second spot. Player can control 2 Lukamiar. So if that does happen, if that were to happen, Sanderition would not end up in the crowd, and I'd have to retame it, and it would just run back to my second Lukamiar spot. Ooh, racing game. Can run to the finish first, but every round you add something new to make it harder. Ooh. That sounds really fun. That sounds really fun. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and unconfer that back from the Astrophysicist. Okay, perfect. Let's save. Okay. Alright. So, Monster does not have any Lukamiar in their queue, which is very rare. This usually doesn't happen. Usually there's Lukamiar. So we're in a really good situation. Let's hope they don't actually draw any Lukamiar. But knowing my luck, they're probably going to draw the Comb the Area, draw 3 cards. Probably going to happen. I have a sort button here which can sort all the cards I have from low PR to high PR, which is good because I don't need to look at these 2 cards right now because I only have 7 PR. But I would like to look at all the other cards because I could play all of these other cards. Now, is there anything I want to do before we go? So I already made a mistake. I forgot to play the opponent misses card. So we know that Monster has missed an attack already. And if this card was in play when that had happened, I would have gotten another position rating. I'd be at 8 PR right now, but I forgot to. But that's okay. We'll go ahead and put it in there now. And if Monster misses an attack next, then they can go ahead and it'll activate this, and I'll get an extra PR. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, we can definitely use a Resuscitator 2.0 now. What is that? We should probably give it to the Astronaut. And the other option is to give it to the Neumann. But I could still demorph the Neumann. But I don't want to necessarily do that. Also, I should maybe think about morphing up something to Proib. Maybe I morph this Neumann to a Proib. Then I go up to 8 PR. And then I can morph this Sanderition to a Desdable, 9 PR. I can morph this other Sanderition to another Desdable, 10 PR. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I'm going to go ahead and morph everything I can right now. So first let's go ahead and morph using this Proib on the Neumann here. So instead of it being right butting up against its first breath level here, it's going to be all the way up to 10 out of 24. So it could still become subdued pretty quickly, but it won't die for a very long time. Okay, 7 to 8. All right, now we morphed up. I'm going to go ahead and morph up another Lukamiar. We have Decibel here. I'm just going to go ahead and morph this Standerishan. Oh, I cannot morph the other two because they have a stored morph place marker on them. That's right. So I can morph this Standerishan, which I think I will because it's got 4 damage on it. I can morph this one to a Decibel, but I cannot morph these two. Even though I have a Decibel which morphs from Standerishan, I cannot actually morph this because it already was stored morphed place this turn. That makes sense? Cool. Alright, and I would not be able to use this other Proib to morph this other Neumann. Okay. Now this dice right here, this is of course damage, but this dice is a countdown timer. And every turn, all legends have to roll to see if they fade away, because legends fade away, they don't die, right? They fade away. And so, of course, that could be good if you are trying to not have something that's about to die, and instead it fades away so you don't lose points. So that could be a good situation, but it could also be a bad situation if it fades away too early and you were hoping on using those attacks towards Monsters Clash. Okay. So I cannot morph anything else. I could put humans on the field, but I'm not going to. I could put an astronaut on the field. We already have one, though. I don't think it would be necessary to start that countdown timer yet. I know that the countdown timer doesn't start until the legend actually attacks for the first time, but we don't want to trigger that until we need to, right? Okay. So I could put down a location if I wanted to, but not going to do that right now because that would give extra ion points to the monster's attacks. Monsters ion attacks. What do you mean I'll never understand you to 100%? Okay, let's go ahead and save. Alright, let's go ahead and end the turn. We're ending the top of the turn to go to the bottom of the turn. Alright, now we're moving, so Astronaut counts down a fade away timer. So now that's down to 19, as you can see right here. Proib and players first. We're counting down discombobulations and also breath levels. And we're moving all exhaustions and all stored morph place markers. So now we're good on that bottom of that turn, and now it's the top, or the bottom of turn 3. Okay, Monster's queue is empty. Monster draws a card from the deck for their turn. Complex plan. They discard immediately if they draw from the deck. If they draws from the discard, however, this could remove exhaustion from that card. But there is no card, and it would discard anyways because they drew it from the deck. Alright, so here we go. Let's hope they draw a Resuscitator, an Attack Boost 2, even the Complex Plan that's now in the discard. Let's hope they draw one of those, because if they do, then they couldn't do anything. They wouldn't be able to place out any Lukamiar because there's no Lukamiar there and have to go back to the discard. But if they choose Search, or if they choose Comb the Area, oh, right, they do get an extra cards every turn if there's no cards in Clash. But this turn they draw 0 extra cards. Next turn it's 1. Turn after that it's 2. Yada yada yada. Oh, I'm sorry to hear you're sick, Dennis. Ooh, ice cream. Nice, Ryan. Okay. They draw 0 extra cards. Next turn will be 1. Monster also draws a card from the discard for this turn. Now, it could be any one of these cards. Please not a draw card. Thank goodness. So it looks there's no spots available for you discarding. That's pretty good, but also not good, right? We want to have some monsters in Lukamiar, some Lukamiar in Monsters Clash, because if there are no Lukamiar in Monsters Clash, I'm not going to be able to do anything. I can't attack, and I'm not going to be able to connect attacks 2 or 3 turns in a row anymore. So all this progress I gained is going to be for naught, unfortunately. Alright, so now we're checking Astronaut for Fade Away. So that means I need to roll a dice, and if I roll a 1, I think that means it fades away, or it's just barely not fading away. We're safe. 19 plus 6 is greater than or equal to 20, so not faded away yet. So there I would have to roll a 0, which is not possible, so it could not fade away on this turn, but next turn it could start fading away. Clash empty, no defensive targets. Alright, now it's my turn to draw a card. I drew Emergency Services. So that's good. If I play this to a location and the location gets totaled, then I don't lose 2 position. I only lose 0 position rating. Yeah, unfortunately people seem to be getting sick a lot with we are still in multiple pandemics right now, so yellow red panda with a yellow hoodie and a crown dancing. That sounds like a fun game y'all are playing. Okay, so unfortunately I don't think I'm going to be able to get points from these cards, which is really unfortunate. I cannot attack myself. I would not be able to attack my own cards. Let's go ahead and do emergency services on the power plant here, just in case it gets totaled. Total, of course, is when it reaches its 20 out of 20 damage and is destroyed. No targets. No targets. No targets. And no healing or preparatory stuff found. Okay. Alright. Let's save the game here again. So unfortunately I'm not really able to do anything, so I have to just end my turn here, which is unfortunate. You'll see that these the D20s won't go away until we successfully try to get a point on them again. Okay, here we go. Okay, queue is empty. Draw a card from the deck. Neumann. Okay, so it does have a card now. It does have a Lukamiar in the clash. Monster also draws a card from the discard. Okay. No, not search. That's what we don't want to happen. No. Alright, what is it drawing? What's it going to draw? Premonition. The monster plays this card. They draw 2 cards. Dang it. So this would be really good because I can look at the top 3 cards of the deck in play. But I can't change the order, but I can know what's going to be drawn. So that's good. This also has language in here for PvP as well, because I eventually do plan on letting this game be a PvP game, where you can connect with other people and play your turn, and then just wait for their turn, kind of like how Wordle used to be way back in the day. You would play your turn on Wordle, and the other person would play after you. But now Monster gets to draw 2 cards, and then discards this card. Earthquake, it is a weather, a sediment weather, so it gets played immediately and replacing Starlight. So now all sediment attacks have a +3 POW, where Starlight usually gave armor, +3 armor to attacks. I would love to stream some 2D Kirby. That would be really fun, especially an online 2D Kirby. I think like an SNES version of the game had not online play, but like you could have a second person play, right? You could have a second person come in and play. I forget which exact Kirby game that was, but one of them that was really fun. Okay, Monster's going to apply an attack boost 2 to Neumann. Oh no, they drew that. Wait, yeah, they drew it from the deck, so it goes to the discard. That's right. Steel Mill, that goes to the location. Alright, now they finished playing the card from the discard. Phew, okay. Okay, they're attacking with their Neumann. Who are they going to attack? Probably, I'm going to guess my Proib. But it's going to be random. 15. Oh, it's choosing their attack first. 6 targetable Lukamiar. Ferociously at random. Can only attack one of mine. 13 out of 20. Touch against Proib. 100% chance. Earthquake boosted touch to 6 power. I knew it was going to attack Proib. I knew it! But, the talent No Water allows sediment attacks to only do very class defensive, which would normally do VCC. So this attack would normally do 24 damage and completely obliterate this Proib, because it already has 6 damage and can only hold 24 damage total. But it's going to do less than that. But Proib always only takes very class defensive power from sediment attacks. Divide by 2 round up is 3, and divide by 2 round up again is 2. So therefore the final damage is 2. 8 damage total on the Proib now from 6 to 8. Still discombobulated for a turn, but that's okay. 0 more of, it's only 1/2 of a turn now. So after this half turn, once the start of the next turn, then it'll be no longer discombobulated, so that's nice. Okay, alright, now it's my turn. Alright, so if I roll 1 here, this astronaut will fade away, because I only have an 18 on their countdown timer. Okay, we're fine, because 8 plus 18 is greater than or equal to 20, so we're fine. Yeah, Kirby Dreamland 2, yep, I think that's the one. Kirby Clash, that sounds right. Draw a card. Okay, so it's not time to make a card. Draw a card, but since I'm 9 PR, the only one that would attack without my go-ahead would be the Astronaut, and they don't attack anything except for Leviathans and any of the Lukamiar that have already attacked them. So they yawn, like, I don't need to attack that Neumann, whatever. I'm an Astronaut. Ooh, we got another opponent misses. That's nice. Okay, let's go ahead and play the second opponent misses. So now we have 4 PR plus cards. These 3 plus this one. So 4. Alright, I'm going to save the game here. We want this Neumann. We already know how to take it out. It's with a Sanderation, with an intangible move, right? Let's do that again. Oops, not play a card. We want to make an attack. No intangible increases on the city or the environment otherwise. Sanderation. And also it does not have an intangible human directing it. Okay. Let's do... No, Scare. Scare on Neumann. 85% chance to hit. So I could have had a higher percent chance to hit if I chose Quicksand instead. But that would have done VCD damage on the Neumann as per its talent here. So I'm going to go ahead and hope that I don't roll a 3 or less. So I have to roll for 85% chance to hit. Let's see here. Oh, come on, that was so close. That was so close to 13. Did you see that? It was like, oh, I'm going to be... Nope, nice try. Gosh darn it. Okay. Missed their attack as they rolled too low for their attack percent chance. And of course, the Meteorologist and the Sanderation are exhausted because they already tried to do their attack this turn. They can't try to do a second attack on their turn. Okay. Okay. So unfortunately, that Sanderation is not going to be helpful for us. What we could do is a very sneaky move here. I'm going to evolve this Sanderation. I'm going to morph this Sanderation. And I'm going to demorph this Desdemol. So I'll still have a Sanderation to still do a Scare move that isn't exhausted. So I'm going to go ahead and play that card. Let's go ahead and play this Desdemol card. We're going to morph this Sanderation with this Desdemol card. Boom. Now it's Desdemol. Even though it already attacked, that's okay, that's allowed. Lukamiar can morph after they attack. That's a thing. Let's play a card. No. We want to now demorph. So now let's demorph a Lukamiar, a non-human Lukamiar. I could demorph, say, this astrophysicist if I really wanted to. But I think it has to be in the cadre, so I'd have to confer a Lukamiar to it and then demorph them. So let's do cadre Lukamiar, and we're going to do the player's second Desdemol. I would not be able to demorph this Desdemol because I just morphed it and placed a stored morph place marker on it. So you cannot demorph or morph anything that has one of those markers on it. But that one doesn't have one on it. So I went up to 10 PR. Increase from 9 to 10. And I'm going to go demorph this one, which will decrease it. To 9. Because I'm spending a PR point to demorph. Boom. Now I can make an attack. Oh, I have to still confer to a human that does not have an intangible boost, because I don't want to get this Neumann close to death, right? Because if this had a 1 point contribution, if this ghost gave the 1 intangible point boost to Sandarishan using the ghost's talent here, gives +1 POW of any of their classes to a Lukamiar they direct. If I were to do that, it would be 3. But then 3 VCC, 3 times 2 times 2 is 12, and that would kill the Neumann. We do not want to kill the Neumann. Our kill count is still 0. We'll see if we can't go ahead and maintain that. I would like to attack. No, I don't want to attack yet. Let's go ahead and swap this Neumann and this Sandarishan. Let's go ahead and swap 2 cards. I'm going to swap 2 Lukamiar, my second Lukamiar, and the Cadre 1 Lukamiar. They swapped. Beautiful. Let's save the game again. Alright. Oh, nice. Cookie dough, Ben & Jerry's. That is a flavor I hear a lot of people love that flavor. Okay, so now let's go ahead and make an attack with my Sandarishan and Armor Cadre 1, which will no longer get a boosting intangible damage. We're going to do Scare against Neumann and Clash A. Yes. Okay, base 2 power, 85% chance to hit. Please, please hit. Please, please hit. I will be at 10 turn PR after this, which means I still could attack with this probe if I wanted to, thankfully. But if we miss this, that'd be so annoying. Please do not miss this. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. In Series 2, this is Series 1 of Lukamiar. In Series 2, we plan to have a card that is a PR Plus card that says if you roll a 20 for any reason, you get a PR, 1 more PR point. And there's also probably another utility card that I want to do where if you roll a 20, you can play that card immediately and get increase the damage done by that move. 4 times as much power. Boom, boom, boom. And it does discombobulate the Neumann, but that's okay. 8 damage. Final damage was 8. Increased from 9 to 10. Partially subdued. Attack went through. Okay, here we go, though. Hold up. Why did it not... Oh, this might be my first error I found in a long time. So it was supposed to say, hey, congratulations on making that attack connect, but unfortunately, you already had, or you missed an attack last turn, so you were not able to increase it this turn. But why did it not do that? That is strange. I'm going to have to go look at the code and see what's up there. I'm going to make that down, write that down. Error with PR cards at about 2 hours in. It's been 2 hours? Oh my gosh. Okay, anyways. So it was supposed to do nothing there anyways, so that's fine. Let's tame from Monsters Clash. So we could tame directly to Quantum Storage. But I think I'm going to confer to a crowd human. And then we're going to do storing Quantum Storage afterwards, just to show you what happens. Okay, so I'm conferring this Neumann in Clash A, the subdued Neumann in Clash A to the Astrophysicist. Yes. Beginning preparations. Alright. I would like to tame and confer to the Astrophysicist. Perfect. Now I have 11 PR. Okay, so Quantum Storage is a fun mechanic where you can store Lukamiar in Quantum Storage, where they can be out of harm's way. And the way that it works is, very technically, it's the, what's it called, where quantum state transfer. It's an actual scientific term where you could actually, where teleportation is real through quantum mechanics. We don't have the technology for it yet, but there is a way to do teleportation. And so this is the way to do it, where you can store a Lukamiar in Quantum Storage using that mechanic. And so I'm going to go do that right now. Let's go ahead and hit Quantum Storage. I want to store into Quantum Storage. I want to store this Neumann in Quantum Storage. It is discombobulated. and it has 8 damage, so I want to get out of harm's way. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's store it inside of... Let's store them inside the astrophysicist, right? It's right there. I'll go ahead and give it to the astrophysicist store. But now, just like with quantum state transfer in the real world, which is... We don't have the technology for it in the real world, but it technically, mathematically should be possible. You can look it up on YouTube and stuff. So what happens with the quantum state transfer is you have to transfer the state of the thing as well, right? So this Neumann has 8 damage. This Neumann is discombobulated for 2 turns. So, whoa. I accidentally chose to store the astrophysicist. Wait, what? I actually chose the wrong button. But you can store humans in quantum storage too. It's not just for Lukamiar. Humans are able to store in quantum storage too. But they have they decide, right? So whether or not they decide, it's like a 50-50 chance. So I'll go ahead and roll and see what they... Thankfully they said no. Not to be QR stored. So that's good. That's all that's what I was trying to do. And I won't be able to actually ask the astrophysicists to quantum storage themselves again this turn. They already said no. Next turn, new situation, might be able to ask them again. But I'm going to store into quantum storage the Neumann in Cadre 3. I did create this game, yes. I created this, every card in this game, and I also made it into a video game so that we could... So I was able to share this card game without actually... I do have like a deck of cards of these cards, tons of decks of cards of these cards that I was able to physically play before I got to like the video game section of it. But eventually I made it into a video game so that you don't have to buy cards, you just buy the video game. I would like to store the Neumann inside of a human's quantum storage. Yes, I'm sure I want to store the Neumann. Preparing. If a Lukamiar being put into human's quantum storage has any damage or is discombobulated or doused, that state is transferred to that human or one of their guardian Lukamiar. So for example, if I stored this Neumann into my quantum storage, that 1 damage would be transferred to the Neumann. Or if I were to tame and confer something, or tame and quantum storage some Lukamiar, the state of that Lukamiar, however damaged it is, if it's doused or if it's discombobulated, that state gets transferred to one of these Lukamiar that I have out. Or it will get transferred to the human if they have no other Lukamiar. So because this is the Lukamiar getting stored, that damage and that discombobulation will be put onto the astrophysicist. So I'll show you how that works. Let's do the astrophysicist. I would like to store Neumann instead of the QU storage of astrophysicist. QU storage. Boom. Now this astrophysicist has this in quantum storage. It has a store more placed, so we cannot pull it out of quantum storage this turn. We can pull it out of quantum storage next turn. We can also transfer to a different human's quantum storage too, but only if you don't have the store more placed marker. Now the astrophysicist is turned the other way to show they're almost subdued, but they're not. They are subdued, but they are still able to attack. Right? If you have the damage equal to the first breath level, that means you're subdued, but you are still able to attack. Any more damage, you're subdued or dead and cannot attack, and any less is not subdued but can attack. All right. So the astrophysicist is partially subdued, may still attack. Quantum storage is successful. But the astrophysicist is no longer being guarded, so now they're technically back in the crowd because I only invite humans into the cadre if they have a Lukamiar guarding them. Otherwise, they might as well be in the crowd anyways. Okay, so both this Desdable and this Adoration have attacked this turn. This was quantum storage. I'm going to confer this Neumann to this astrophysicist so that it is no longer at 8 damage out in the open in the crowd. So I'm going to go ahead and help them. But now we have a Neumann in quantum storage, which is super nice. I probably should have put this Neumann in quantum storage because it only had 1 damage, and that 1 damage could have been put onto this probe as opposed to all onto this human. But I wanted to show you how the discombobulation transfers too. Okay. Yes, the game will most likely cost money when it comes out. I plan to have it out on Steam. There's no release date yet, but it is in beta, and I am looking for people to do some beta testing of the game. So think about that. That's maybe something that you might want to do, Dennis or Ryan. Okay, so let's do save data. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to look into the data and see why these did not update. They should have had 0 on them. Because we know this one went back to 1 afterwards, but this one should have gone to 1 too. Alright, let's do... So we have nothing else we can do. We can't make any attacks. We could morph this Neumann if we wanted to as Proib. I'm going to do that. Play a card, Proib, yes. Neumann. I'll go ahead and morph that Neumann to a Proib. Getting a point out of it. Now we're safely in 12 PR territory, which means even if we lose like 3 humans, we still won't get so low PR that stuff starts getting tentative and fleeing to the crowd. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't believe Steam is on Switch. Unfortunately, no, it's not going to be a paid beta testing opportunity. Alright, let's do... I think I'm going to go ahead and... I just saved, right? Morph... No, I didn't save. Let's go save. You have just saved. Perfect. Alright, I'm going to end my turn here. Oh, wait. Resuscitator. Do we want to give the Resuscitator to anybody? This is 5 breath. And it'd be more of a chance that monster would pick up a Resuscitator and put on no monster. Or no Lukamiar. That'd be pretty good. Yeah, let's use a Resuscitator, play a card. Probably to the Astronaut. Oh, they're gonna get 1 breath lowered here anyway. Should we give it to the Astrophysicist? Let's give it to Proib. Let's go heal up Proib. Cadre Lukamiar, players A Proib. Alright, now it's down to 3. Saving the game and ending the turn. So we save the game, play a card, and make an attack, use a talent, confer, unconfer, swap 2 cards, demorph, quantum storage, tame Lukamiar. The only button I haven't pressed yet is justify means. I think next turn I'll have to use it, but we'll see. Justify means what it allows you to do is say you are at 10 PR and you have 2 subdued to 12 PR Lukamiar in Monsters Clash. You would not be able to subdue either one of them, because even though you get 1 point to subdue it, it would immediately go tentative because 11 is less than 12. And you need to have equal or more PR than the Lukamiar you're taming for it to not run away and attack you and such. So, excuse me. But you have 2 Lukamiar out there, right? You have 2 10 PR Lukamiar and you're at 12 PR. If you were able to tame both of them, you'd be at 12 PR, and so it should be fine, right? So that's what justified means allows you to do. It gets you 3 extra points temporarily so that you can do those extra types of things that you're trying to do. But at the end of your turn, if you haven't gained a point with those justified means, you will lose a point after removing the 3 points, which you would have had those 3 points removed anyways, because there's our temporary 3 points, right? Wait, Steam got a data breach? When did that just happen now? Don't tell me the day that I'm showing off my video game, Steam got a data breach. Hold on. Locked down? There was one in 2011 and 2013. Doesn't look like there was a recent one. Oops. No, 6 days ago. Oh, Valve recommends a full PC reset after a malware-infected game was discovered on Steam. They're supposed to not allow that to happen. But yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything super recent on that, thankfully. When was their data breach? Armor. Okay, so everybody's healing up a little bit. Nice, nice, nice. So now this astrophysicist only has 7 damage on them. Okay. No Q. Drawn from the deck. Geologist, human. Nice. Excuse me. Complex plan. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. All exhausted this turn. Top of turn 6. Alright, so now we have 17. So I need to roll a 3 or better for this guy not to fade away. Alright, that read out as a 6, okay. And what's funny is if you zoom in a little bit, you can kind of see the little dice section over here. You just have to zoom in a little bit and drag over, you see it. Okay, okay. Clash empty, no defensive targets, no targets. Player draws a card. Resuscitator, that's pretty good. Unfortunately, I really can't do anything with it. I might give it to this guy if we still need it next turn. Let's just go ahead and save. And end the turn, because nothing I can do with anything, really. Alright. Usually, Monster doesn't have nothing in their clash for such a long time. Alright, drawing a card. Yay, Marbrage! This is an intangible air armor, Lukamiar. I'm getting a little warm. I'm going to move this. Had to move the heater. Okay. Alright. Howl from Beyond the Quantum Fog. So this is a 12 PR Lukamiar, so we're a little scared here. Because this can do a lot of damage. What time is it? 3:06? We got a good amount of time left. Oh no, really? Like a half a week ago and you can't get into your Steam account anymore because of it? That sucks. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh no. What was the survival sim? Sea of Thieves? No, it's not Sea of Thieves. Purchase. What's the name of the game? Pirate Fi. Okay. Did you download Pirate Fi? That might be what happened. I'm really sorry to hear you can't get your Steam account anymore. That sucks. Alright. I hope you can contact like support and everything. They can get that back for you. Monster's playing a Resuscitator, so it's going to go ahead and use that as a shield for Marbrage. Plus 5 damage will be completely negated. Alright, Marbrage is going to attack. Marbrage 16 is choosing Attack Terrify. Yep. And 6 targetable Lukamiar. Oh, not my probe. Not my prized probe. Terrify. Okay, 95% chance to hit. That hits. So it's doing Terrify, a 7 intangible move against Proib. That's going to KO my Proib. Because 7 intangible is CC against Ion, CC against Armor, so it's 7 times 2 times 2, which is 7 times 4, which is 4 to 28. Yeah, that kills. And discombobulates, but it doesn't matter because it's dead anyways. 28 damage. Increased from 1 to 29 of 10, 24. Target Proib and player's first Lukamiar has died. So now I go down 1 PR point. I'm 11 PR, and all the cards that were attached to that Proib are now discarded including its pre-morph card right here. Dang it. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. That's alright. We still haven't seen a Leviathan, which I guess is good. We didn't want to see Leviathan right off the bat anyways. Alright, so now we have to do the fade away. We have to roll a 4 or higher for that not to fade away. Nice. A 5 plus a 16 is greater than or equal to 20, so the astronaut does not get discarded yet. Rolls her eyes. There's no Leviathan to attack, so this legend does not attack. Ooh, there's our first Leviathan. So at least it's my Leviathan. It's Galaxoff. But monster has a chance of pulling, like a 1 in 20 chance of pulling a Leviathan out of your hand if you have one. So you want to try to get that out of your hand quickly as possible. Okay. Auto save. Marbrage does morph into Galaxoff, so that's going to be fun. Oh, they got hacked in MMOs which you connect with on the Steam platform. Oh no. Wait, oh my gosh, the percent of it hitting the US or of the Earth has increased again? What's their percent chance now? If it was at 1%, then it was at 3%. Now what it is? Now what is it? Ah, gosh, okay. So now it's my turn. Let's see if we can attack Marbrage. Now this is... Oh no. I thought Ion might be good against Marbrage, but it's CD against Intangible. So even though Ion is CC to air and CC to armor, Ion, CC, air, and armor, it's CD to Ion, so it overall ends up with just 1 CC. So if we can do some good Ion move damage, that would be pretty good, but if we can't, that's okay too. I am at 11 PR. Excuse me. A 1 in 38 chance? That's ridiculous. That's like almost a 3% chance. Yeah, what are you waiting for tomorrow, Ryan? Okay, I'm going to see if I can't use this attack boost 5, because that's probably going to be our only hope on one-shotting this, especially since it has a resuscitator. Although I think our best bet here actually would be to do a small attack to get rid of the resuscitator and then do the huge attack afterwards. Because otherwise we're subtracting 5 from the huge attack, which I don't think would be smart. Okay, okay, so Marbrage here. Zoom in a little bit to take a look at it. 20 damage. What about Proib? Ion will be CC. 5 Ion damage, plus 2 from the Astrophysicist, plus 1 from the power plant. 9 Ion. I might not even need this to do 20 damage on it. I need like 1 more damage. Because we have 5 from Call Home. We have 2 from the Astrophysicist. We have 1 from the power plant. We have another power plant! Power plant! Yes! Now we have 2 power plants. So 1, 2, 3, 4 Ion damage on top of the 5. Why is that only 9? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why did I think that that would do 10 damage if I added 1 more? Anyway, that's okay. We can still do more damage with somebody else too. Let's do... Let's go ahead and I'm gonna make an attack with my own card. I'm gonna haunt the Marbrage. It'll only do 1 damage, but it's a 100% chance to hit, and it's gonna get rid of the resuscitator. Boom, now the resuscitator's off, so now we can do a full damage on this guy if we wanted to. Perfect. There it is. Aw shucks, you missed at least 1 turn. This is your first attack in a row. Good luck. Aw shucks, you missed at least 1 turn. It's your first attack in a row. Good luck. So see how it did that finally? It was supposed to do that before, and I don't know why it did that, but I'm going to look in the code and figure out why it didn't do that in that other time. Okay, okay. I think it was even with an attack with my human card too. Alright, so let's save the game. Save spot 2. Okay. So this probe with 5 ion damage. Plus 2 is do 9 damage, which will do 18. Can we then do 2 straight damage on the Marbrage? Is intangible CC'd in... No, it's not CD. CC to armor, CC to... Not air. So we'll do... Now they do 4 damage. We don't want 4 damage. We want 2 damage. Well, we could do a little bit more. That's going to be fine. I'm probably going to morph it all the way up to Galaxoff as soon as I get it. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's do make it attack. Let's just go ahead and work with the Proib. But we got Cadre and Lukamiar pair. We've got Proib and the Astrophysicist, which is a great pair. We go ahead and do Proib and Astrophysicist. We're going to call home against the Marbrage. Base 5, 95% chance to hit. Please do not roll a 1. Please do not roll a 1. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen. I mean, it's not a... from what I've heard, the asteroid is not large enough to be like world-ending, but it is like a city-ending asteroid, right? So let's hope it ends up in the ocean far enough away that any tidal waves don't actually hit coasts, but who knows where it's going to land. Call home connect. 1 to 6, 1 to 7. Paired gives plus 2. Twice as much. 18 after the 9. Pro sends a message back to ground control. Their next attack will do plus 3 power. 18. Nice. So now we only need to do 2 more damage to be able to fully subdue this Marbrage. Or to be able to subdue it. If we wanted to fully subdue it, we would do 3 more damage. Because then it wouldn't be able to attack anymore. We don't want it to do 3 more damage, but... let's do... I guess if we... Oh, that's only 70% chance to hit Gust. Gust would do CD damage, right? Because air... Oh no, air is class critical to air. Never mind, that would do a push. What's closest to 100% chance that we got 90, 95? Oh, we can't attack with that one. Let's see. Well, we should probably want to do one of the 90% chances to hit. Let's probably do Quicksand here, even though that's 4 with this. It'll probably be 4 straight damage for push. Tangible. Mineral. Yeah, the best bet is to do Quicksand. Make an attack, pair, Sanderition, Quicksand, Marbrage. During base 1 power, 90% chance to hit. I have to roll. Don't roll a 2 or 1. Thank goodness. 4 out of 20, baby. Yeah, exactly, Ryan. It's the city killer. Attack was a push. Final damage 4. Now it's fully subdued. It would not be able to attack. But it's not dead because it's still 2 points below its death breath level. Its second breath level. Perfect. Let's go ahead and tame. Tame for Monsters Clash of Players Lukamiar, Marbrage, and Clash A. Yes. Perfect. Alright, let's go ahead and morph Marbrage into Galaxoff, which is a Leviathan. Galaxoff, yes. Ooh, so I'd have to justify means to do that. But it would only be 1 PR. Can I morph? I can morph the Astrophysicist to an astronaut too. Let's do it. Let's play a card. I'm going to morph the... Oh, so here's an exact perfect situation. I cannot morph this Marbrage, with this Galaxoff right now because I only have 13 PR, and getting one more PR would only get me to 14, so this Galaxoff would not be able to morph this because it's a 15 PR. I would not be able to play the card. The same goes for this astronaut. I cannot morph this physicist to this astronaut because it's a 15 PR Lukamiar. I cannot do that, right? But justify means. Imagine you had 10 position rating, but notice 2 subdued and tameable 12 PR Clash Lukamiar. Wouldn't it be nice to tame both? Pretty much similar to my situation. I am 13 PR and trying to morph this and morph this, but I can't do them both at the same time without justifying means. Did I want to justify my means? Gain +3 temporary PR. If I don't gain 1 PR during the turn, I'll lose 1 PR by doing that. But say yes. Alright, now my temporary PR is 16. So let's go ahead and see, 13 +3. This is a temporary +3. So now I can go ahead and play a card, Galaxoff. Let's go ahead and play that. Marbrage. Yeah, now we have a Galaxoff, which is a Leviathan character. Look at all that damage and look at all that health. That's a lot of breath levels for you. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and play a card. Astronaut. Yes, I would like to morph Astrophysicist in Cadre 3. Boom. Now I have 18 PR, which is great because I'm about to lose 3 PR because those 3 points were just temporary, and I'll be able to keep my Galaxoff and my astronaut in play. What I will do though, just in case anything bad happens, I'm going to unconfer this probe. Oh, that's right. I wouldn't be able to unconfer them because they're exhausted. So I can't unconfer them so that this probe is going to still be in Cadre. I could unconfer these two. Alright, let's do it. I backed out. Let's go ahead and just leave it the way it is. I'm going to save the game. Okay. Now, just like Legends have a fade away counter, Leviathans have a disobey counter. So every turn, at the start of my turn, I have to roll to see if they immediately disobey and run over to Monsters Clash and start attacking me at the bottom of the turn. Yep, pretty big asteroid. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to manually turn off Justify Means to show you what happens separately outside of ending the turn. But if I were to hit end turn, it'll automatically do ending of Justified Means too. You've already increased your PR for the turn. Did you want to cut it short? Yes. I'll decrease by 3, undoing the Justify Means temporary boost, unleashing any and all consequences. Thankfully, there are no consequences because I was smart and made sure I would still end up with 15 PR and when I'm trying to control a 15 PR Leviathan and convince a 15 PR human to stay in my cadre. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Now we're down to 15 PR. I'm going to end my turn now. Okay. Counts down a disobey timer, and the astronaut counts down a fade away timer. So now I have to roll a 1 or better for this not to disobey. Super easy. But I have to roll a 5 or better for this not to disobey, which is a little harder. Alright. Or fade away. Legends fade away. They just get discarded without losing 2 PR points from dying. Okay. Okay, everybody's unexhausted. No more SMP markers. Yep. Well, I think you asked me the question of why that emoji exists before, and I was saying that trans people exist. Alright, the monster's queue is empty again. They're going to draw a card from the deck. Ooh, darn, it's a search. Okay. So they get to go ahead and play that. That gets discarded. They get to draw a card from this PR Plus card. Dang it. Steel Mill, they're going to go ahead and place it in the environment, but they're going to remove one of the other cards there first. Has to randomly choose which one to remove. That does not... Oh, that does work. That's going to be Steel Mill that it removes. It's going to remove the Steel Mill for the Steel Mill, discard Steel Mill, and played Steel Mill. Okay, thanks, monster. That was totally worth it. Ooh, Welder. New human for the crowd. All right. All right. Yeah, it sounds like the stream that you were in, Dennis, sounds like a transphobic stream. Let's see here. Monsters are angry to the Lukamiar. 8 monsters clash. This turn they draw an extra 0 cards. Okay, next turn they would draw 1 more card. Of course it drew the search that it just pulled and gets to draw 2 more cards, so that monster drew 5 cards this turn. Alright, what do we have? No! If monster plays this card, they draw 4 cards, 1 by 1 from the deck. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exactly, Ryan. I'm about to play Starlight. Discard Earthquake. Now it's Starlight. This is the new weather. No, what's your next stream idea, Ryan? Ooh, monster's about to play Galaxoff. Now we have Galaxoff v. Galaxoff. I want you to take a quick look at Galaxoff's talent down here. If there are 2 of the same Lukamiar in play, may spend a charged marker to discard 1 and any cards attached. So, because my 3 goals are stay above 20 PR, defeat a Leviathan, and clear Monsters Clash, if I can get up to 20 PR, all I would need to do is defeat this Galaxoff by using the talent to clear duplicated data. Alright, that's a pretty cool stream, Ryan. Yeah, hardcore bedrock. That'd be pretty fun. Yeah, right? Because then we would all start a new hardcore world and we'll see who can survive the longest. Hardcore multiplayer. That sounds so much fun. Yeah, that sounds great. Ooh, lightning storm. Okay, so that's going to be Ion weather. Oh, great. Now we have a Marbraged and a Galaxoff to deal with. Another lightning storm. Okay. The lightning storm ended. Phew. Another lightning storm. Okay. So now monster has 2 Lukamiar to attack with. And now they're going to see which Lukamiar they're going to attack with first this turn. 1. So Galaxoff is the one they're going to choose to use first. Talent that can be used. Monster will decide whether to activate Galaxoff's talent or not. Unfortunately, it would not be able to because it doesn't have a charge marker. So I'm not sure why I have it checking if it can do it or not. I still think I think it just checks whether or not it will do it at all. Will not use a talent this turn. Okay, that's fine. We knew that we're not going to be able to anyways. It chose not to, but it wasn't going to be able to even if it chose to. So that's how that worked. We'll attack with Replication. Galaxoff scans the target with a painful Duplification Beam. Galaxoff's next attack does 2 times power. Alright, monster notices more than one area to attack. Yeah, most likely I'll host it on my Switch. Just want to make sure that we get the most connectivity possible. 8 out of 20. Replication against Marbrage and Clash B. Oh, nice. That's really, really good for us. So, Monsters Clash A is attacking their Clash B, right? One Monsters Lukamiar is attacking one of the other Lukamiar because it's totally random. Could totally happen. Thankfully, it's not attacking any of us. So, Galaxoff attacks an entire area, right? So, it could attack the entire cadre, the entire crowd, the entire Clash, and the entire city, or the entire city, one of them, or one competing Leviathan. So it rolled 8, which means it chose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Clash. So it went ahead and chose the Clash to attack. So it's attacking every Lukamiar in the Clash, non-Leviathan Lukamiar in the Clash, and non-self Lukamiar, so it's attacking Marbrage. 90% chance to hit the area altogether. It did hit the area, but now it has to roll for every Lukamiar in the area. So the ground attack connected, but the actual attack to each of the specific Lukamiar, it has a 25% chance to miss because it's a Leviathan, huge and just making big swings. It does hit this Marbridge. What was the attack? It was Replication Ion against Air Armor Intangible. That should be a CC. The weather increases it. A power plant increases it. The power plant increases it again. Wow, it's going to be a lot of damage. Is it going to KO this Marbridge? Yes, it killed the Marbridge. Look how much damage that is. It's now charged. So now this Galaxoff would be able to use clear duplicated data, its talent. But this Galaxoff would not yet be able to, unfortunately. Oh, dang. Oh, it didn't kill it. I don't know what I was thinking. 22 is not above 24. So I could actually subdue this Marbridge and get a point for free. I was able to snag the Shiny Rayquaza, yeah. Unfortunately, it was up before the time that I was a little bit sick, and then by the time I was able to actually do it, like on the last day, I unfortunately wasn't able to stream that day either. I do apologize about that. Okay, so this Leviathan Galaxoff cannot disobey, because even if I roll a 1 here, it'll still not disobey. But next turn, if I roll 1, it could disobey. And disobeying just means it's Monsters Lukamiar now. Alright, so now the Legend. Now I have to roll a 4 or above for this one. A 5 or above. We're good. We're good. Whew. Okay. Okay. Alright, we might be going to the final round here. Nobody's ignoring me right now. Resuscitator 3.0. Very nice. QuO2 gas. Autosave. What time is it? 3:30. We have about half an hour to 45 minutes left. Let's see if we can't defeat this deck this game. So I'm going to go ahead and tame. Let's confer this Marbridge to the Welder. There we go. And they're going to go over here in number 4. Perfect. Save the game. Yeah, okay. Okay, so now we're at 16 PR. We'll get 3 PR by taming and defeating this Galaxoff, but that means we're not going to get 20 PR. That's unfortunate. I don't think... Oh, wait. Oh, no. Nope. Still not going to get to 20 PR. Because both of these... even if I hit this once this turn, it's still not going to be 4 turns or 3 turns in a row. It'll still only be 1 or 2 turns in a row. No, not yet. I know that was my homework for this stream, but I'll try to do that for next stream. Same thing for Kirby. What was that Kirby song that you wanted me to listen to? Or that Dennis wanted me to listen to? Kirby Fly. I still haven't listened to it. Still will. Still will happen. Crowned too? Okay. Okay. That's unfortunate. I really wanted to get to level 20, or to PR 20 here, but we're going to have to do one more turn. Let's go ahead and attack this Galaxoff so we can actually do some damage, so that these PR plus cards will get another point on them, get closer to our situation. Yeah, unfortunately it's going to be 1 to subdue and 2 to tame and demorph the Leviathan. Oops. Sediment would be good against this. Intangible would be pretty good. And you get a 37 damage. Maybe we attack with the Astronaut too. There's just so many different things that I could be doing. I could demorph this and attack with the Desdable Premorph. I could attack with Proib. It's charged. I should probably attack with this. Yeah, let's do that. We want Sediment. Sediment's a good attack, right? 4. Dang, the Lightning Storm is... it's not an Earthquake. If it was still the Earthquake, that would be super good. If it was still the Earthquake, we'd get 3 more Sediment points. Yeah, I got an F on my homework. I'm sorry, y'all. F minus. Alright, yeah. Oh, we have an attack boost 5 that we can still use. That's super useful. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or 9, not 10. We should probably swap this astronaut for this geologist for another sediment point. Yeah, let's swap. Humans. Geologist. For the meteorologist? No, for the astronaut. Now we have 2 astronauts that can attack on their own with neck scruff on Galaxoff. That's really good. Okay, I'm going to save the game. Interesting numbers. F.2345 plus C.42069. Okay. So the sediment damage here is going to double. So this plus 5 is going to be plus 10. I don't think any of the other stuff is actually going to do that. This intangible could do that though. But that's an 85% chance versus 95. I'd rather put the attack boost 5 on the probe here. Let's do it. Attack boost 5. Lukamiar, the probe. Cadre 3 probe. Okay, perfect. This probe now has an attack boost 5 on it. Ridiculous amount of damage. Make an attack. Let's just go for it. Let's just go for probe. Let's go analyze the Galaxoff. See how much damage it's going to do. I wish we had the earthquake still, but that's not going to happen. That's fine. Base 4, 95% to hit. Let's please not roll a 1 here. Oh my god, that was so close to a 1. I know it's a 7, so it wasn't actually physically close, but a 2 was close to a 1. Okay, that was too close. Too close. Okay. Attack boost 5 by 5 to 9. Plus 1. 2 times. 20 damage, right? Or 26 damage. Wow, that's so good. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, and it's charged. That's right. Plus 3, charge. 26 damage. We only need 11 more damage on that guy. Nice. That is such a good hit. Okay. Okay. I have 20 turn PR. 1 plus 6 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus... Or well, we use that one plus 6. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 26, minus 6, because we just used this. Yep, that's 20 turn PR left. We could definitely attack with this and have 5 turn PR left. Is that too much damage, though? Oh, replication. We should definitely charge this. Oh, we have to do the talent, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and make an attack. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, it's going to be 6 for 3 damage. Nice. It's not going to kill it. Not going to kill it. We're fine. Yes. Cadre pair. Galaxoff in player spot. Replication. Continue. 90% chance hit. Please hit. Yes. 20 out of 20. Slightly weathered waxed copper stairs. Grand attack connected. Awesome. 3 damage, perfect. So now we only need to do 8 damage. And I'm charged, but I don't actually need to do any more damage. Do you know why I don't need to do any more damage? Although if I tame and demorph this, I'll get 3 points versus... Do I actually get any points for doing this? We still have to do it. It's still pretty cool. Getting this set up is really cool. So we actually have a Galaxoff facing off against a Galaxoff. But take a look at the talent. We have, if there are 2 of the same Lukamiar in play, may spend my charge to discard 1 at any card's attack. I'm going to do that. Let's go ahead and use the talent. I'm going to use Galaxoff's talent. Yes, I do. Okay. So I could remove one of these 2 astronauts because they're the exact same card. Right? Any cards in play I'm allowed to do this with. But I'm going to do the Galaxoff in Clash A, because then that counts as defeating the Leviathan. I defeat a Leviathan! It's just gone. No points. You don't get any points for that. But it does count as defeating Leviathan. Woo! Oh, that's awesome. Alright, save. Yeah, I do plan to do the Walking Wakes Iron Leaf stream because I know a lot of people haven't gotten that Pokemon, and it is otherwise unobtainable in the entirety of Scarlet and Violet. So I do want to see if I can't get that for you for stream for you guys. We'll see if we can do that. All right, save. All right, so now there's no attacks we can do. Unfortunately, we are 16 PR. We have defeated Leviathan. We have cleared the Monsters Clash. But we're not 20 PR yet. Unfortunately, we're not 20 PR. We want to get to 20 PR if we can. Okay, so I think we should resuscitate this guy. Play a card, Resuscitator 3.0. Lukamiar, Marbrage. Okay, so now it is no longer about to die. I'm wondering if I should demorph the Galaxoff so it doesn't have a chance to disobey. Let's just end the turn. Let's just end the turn. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. That was so cool. I love being able to get rid of a monster's Leviathan using a talent that just says bye-bye. Oh, you don't like Violet? Our meteorologist plays nothing to do. Okay, it's my turn again. That's unfortunate. We cannot gain points if there's no other... And I'm not going to be able to attack anything! My PR Plus cards are not going to do anything. Alright, is it going to disobey me? No, it's not. But that was really close to the 1. That could have been bad. Alright, this Astronaut has to roll a 6 or above for it to stay. Okay, we're fine. Okay. I draw a card. Attack boost 1, not useful. We just got to end the turn here. Actually, let me hit save first. End turn. Disobey, fade away. Oh my gosh, I have to roll a 3 or above now on this Galaxoff. Oh, okay. Alright, now they should be able to draw 1 off the PR Plus card. It was from the deck, that's right. Okay, now they do draw an extra 1 card because they're still... Ooh, now I have to fight a Proib. Okay, alright. Comb the area from the discard. No! Okay. Empty lot. Okay, that's fine. Which one are you going to remove? There's Chunky. He's dead. Alright. Alright, discard Steel Mill. Empty lot to the environment. Des de Bowl. Oh gosh. The monster has so many cards this turn. Come on, that's not fair. Is it going to load up the entire Clash? There is Psychroin, which is our other Leviathan in this deck. There is actually one more Leviathan. It's kind of a secret Leviathan, but it's in the deck, so. Okay. Not 2 Leviathan! Oh, that's so good! Then I can use my clear duplicated data on one of the Psychroid. Yes! Oh my gosh. Okay. We have about half an hour left. And yeah, these games take a while. it's like single player Monopoly. If you want to think about how long it'll take. One has to wait in the queue. Monster Shuffle Draw. Finally, Shuffle Draw is played. Okay, so Shuffle Draw is a special card because eventually all the deck cards are going to be in the discard, and there's got to be something done about that. So we have a Shuffle Draw card. For a player, must play immediately, never stays in the discard. Shuffle discard and this card in the deck, and then draw 2 cards from the shuffle deck. Replace any Paper Tigers in play impossible. I'll show you Paper Tigers later. Haven't had one come up here yet. If in discard, put on bottom of deck immediately. Deck always have exactly 1 shuffle draw in them. If monster plays this card, they set aside monster drawdown hand if there's any, and shuffle the discard and this card into the deck. And then draw 2. Ah, dang it. If I drew the shuffle draw, I would have gotten to draw 2 cards. Dang it. So now we have everything in the deck again, which is good because then Monster doesn't have access to all those cards that it had access to before. Okay. No! How did it draw Comb the Area as its first card? And then that's going to be the only card in the discard, so it's going to continue to draw Comb the Area repeatedly. Oh my gosh, this is what I'm expecting to happen. How did Monsters Clash stay empty for like the entire game so far? Ooh, we have our first sparkling card in play. So every one of these decks comes with a sparkling card, which is a full... it's an art on the full of the card, which I think is really, really cool. As you can see, we have a Void, which is similar to our other Void. I don't think we actually have a Void in play to show the non-sparkling version. Oh yeah, there it is. So here's a non-sparkling Void, and here's a sparkling Void. Same exact card, same exact attacks, same exact talents. Nothing has changed except for a visual, that's all. Never gonna give you up. Okay, so now the Sparkling Void has been played to the queue. Oh my gosh, come on. Search. Electrician. Okay, so now we have 5 cards in the crowd. Or no, wait. Nope, that was the 4th card. If it was 5, then there would be little arrows here for us to cycle through the whole crowd. Oh my gosh, how many more draw cards is this guy gonna freaking draw? Come on, Monster. Come on. Okay, draw from the deck. Play Steel Mill. First one to remove. Oh, it's doing the roll here. It is a meme day. It's a nice little meme day. Okay, and there's only 50 cards left in the deck because like 47 cards are laid out in play right now. So that's why there's 100 cards to this game in each deck, because you could have like many of the cards out on the field, most of the cards on the field. Alright, which Lukamiar are you going to attack with first? Okay, it's attacking with Desdable first. Okay, which attack? It's going to be Gust, because that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 on Gust. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Gust. 13 different targetable Lukamiars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 different ones. Now, if this was a simple Lukamiar, if this was Sandarishan attacking, simple Lukamiar and Monsters Clash do not target Leviathan, but M1 and M2 Lukamiar can. So this would not have all of those 13 targetable Lukamiar. They would have just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different ones. Alright, Desdable, which one are you going to attack? That's 14. That should be within the amount. Oh, it's not valid for 13 options because you have to roll between 1 and 13. If you roll above 13, you have to roll again because you can't have 2 sets of 13 in under 20, right? There we go, that's 11. So that's going to be Cycloine. Cycloine Clash C. Alright, so hopefully when they do attack Cycloine, they stack all the damage onto one of the Cycloines so I can delete the other one. Alright. Bow, bow, bow. Sandarishan. Alright. 7. Target Lukamiar, like I said, so it's not going to attack Leviathan, unfortunately, but it could attack Proib or Desdable. That'd be pretty cool. No, attack the Astronaut. Of course it did. 85% chance to hit. Did it do Quicksand or did it do Scare? No, no, not Scare. Is that going to KO the Astronaut? Which Astronaut? I gotta make sure to say Astronaut in crowd was a randomly chosen one. Which crowd spot? Which crowd? There's 2 astronauts in the crowd. The chosen one. Which? And then we also wanted to make sure. Let me do that already. Okay, perfect. Good, good, good. Okay. Okay, which one are you attacking? Please attack this astro. Oh, good. That one became discombobulated. So it's attacking this one. 4 times 2 is 8. Phew. It's not dead, but it's now defensive. But if this fades away, we don't have to worry about it dying to damage and thus me losing 2 PR points. We are at 18 PR. That is so, so good. Unfortunately, we had to clear the clash, which means even if we take care of both of these Leviathan, we've got to get rid of these 3 for us to actually go to the final round. Alright. Cycloine. Choose their attack. 13. With hover. So Cyclone's using its hair move. Cyclone hangs menacingly above. So it is now attacking the cadre. This Cyclone right here is attacking every, or well, not the other Leviathan, because it didn't choose to attack a competing Leviathan. It chose to attack this and this and this and this in one turn. So let's see if I survive, folks. I got so close to winning today. Let's hope I don't die. 80% chance to hit. Okay, that hits. So the grand attack hits, but each of these have a 75% chance to hit, thankfully. 25% chance to miss any single target in the non-Leviathan area they attack. Dang, so this one got hit with twice as much power. I think that Sandwich is dead, folks, at 18 damage of 6. Yeah. Bye-bye. So I lose a point, unfortunately. This armorer is going to run back to the crowd because they're no longer being guarded. There they are. As you can see, this defensive marker is still here, but it's coming from this Astra, which is back on this other page. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. That feels like it makes sense. Okay, let's do this. Oh, okay, so that's... Unfortunately, that does hit. Wait, what was the damage? Oh, that's right. It was the hover. Air, critical, non-critical, that should be a push. Should be 9. The Decibel might survive. Yes, the Decibel survived. Okay, awesome. Okay, good. Okay, what about Proib? Proib might actually survive with only 5 damage taken. Yeah, because it's a half. It's class defensive. Final damage 5. Nice. Thank goodness that Cyclone didn't do like a damaging move that could actually kill all of my Lukamiar. Alright, Cyclone has 25% chance to miss any single target in the non-Leviathan area. Dang, it hit every single one of them. Okay, that's fine. At least it wasn't that bad of a damaging move. At least it wasn't that bad. Oh gosh, we have this other Cyclone that we have to deal with, and a Proib. Alright, so the Cyclone will be the last one to attack, the second Cyclone. Can this attack the other Cyclone? That'd be pretty cool. Alright, Proib, who are you attacking? Who is the Cyclone? Ooh, okay. So we'll have a chance, if this hits, for Cyclone to attack, to use their talent. Attack boy is home call by 1. Gosh, we only have like 20 minutes. Can I beat this in 20 minutes, or are we going to save and come back next time? Proib's ion attack doing a bunch of damage. VCC 24. I hope this Cyclone doesn't go away, because then I can get rid of this Cyclone. Please, please do not use your talent. Hold on. Oh, right, because it's armor and ion, or armor and air. Taking the ion damage, and it's got a boost from the power plant, and it's charged for next turn. Wow, good stuff. Alright. Alright, so they do their attack first. And then they check for their talent afterwards. Please choose a Leviathan. Is that a Leviathan? Yes! Yes! Oh, this is so good. What attack is it going to use? Jet. Sediment. No, that's so bad. That could have been so much better. No! Dang it. Alright, is it going to actually hit with sediment at all? Oh, wait, it's doing its own. Yes, it does hit. We'd have to roll a 1 there for it not to hit. Okay, here we go. Dang, so it missed the probe. That sucks. Desdable. I did not miss the Desdable. Second location, empty lot, boosted the attack by 1. Unchanged power, push, 7 damage. Okay. This is still good because it's still giving some more damage to the non-Leviathan in the area. I missed that one, so whatever. It could have KO'd the Sandarisha, but it didn't. Oh, okay. Suddenly drops several position units and is now right overhead, charged and ready. Next turn, Jet does 12 POW instead of 6 and is Plasma class instead of Sediment. Since Monster Psychoid and Clash D is damaged, Monster will decide whether or not to activate their talent. Please do not activate the talent. Do not activate your talent. Yes, it did not activate the talent. Yes. So what it would have done is it would have discarded the Cyclone card, and then it would have deployed a Neumann or a Voin in its place, which would prevent me from being able to erase this full breath level Cyclone from existence. But now I should be able to remove that from existence. Okay, everything heals up. Counting down discombobulation. Okay, here we go. This Galaxoff will not disobey, thankfully. Even if I roll a 1 here, it will not disobey. Because 1 plus... what? Oh, I was looking at damage. It's 17 disobey, so I would have had to roll a 4 above, or 3 above, and thankfully I did. I have to roll a 7 or above here, or else this legend right here is going to fade away. Which is unfortunate, because it has a defensive attack against the Sandarishan, which might be useful. Don't fade away, don't fade away. Oh, that faded away. Alright, faded away. So that means it's in the discard. I do not lose any PR points, thankfully. Okay. Okay, I have Steel Mill attack boost, Resuscitator, Electrician Armor. Okay. Alright, we need to get this charged. So I want to attack probably the probe with it. Oh, I can attack the entire Clash. That's right. Oh, this is so good. Alright, watch this, y'all. I'm going to save the game. Oh, we're about to get another point with this too. So make an attack with a pair, the Galaxoff. And I might go ahead and accidentally kill a couple of these here. But I want to see if we can't finish this deck before the end of the day's stream. So let's do it. Yeah, that would kill that. That would, at 9 damage, that would subdue that. Oh, actually, that would kill that too. Yeah, let's go ahead and kill every other Lukamiar that's not a Leviathan. Fuck it. Let's just do it. Existential Crisis. All Clash non-Leviathan. Continue. Shoot, I chose the wrong attack. Dang it. I chose the wrong attack. Oh well. I wanted to do the duplication thingamabob. I'm not going to be able to do that now. Dang it. Oh, you know what? I'm going to show off how to load from a save. Hold on. When did we save last? That's the question. Overwrite. Saved. No. What? Yes. Okay, good. So I can go ahead and save. I'm going to quit. Unsaved data will be lost. I would like to begin. I'd like to load a deck game. Which save file was it? 1, 2, or 3? I think it was 1. Yes, this is the correct one. Yes. Alright, so we loaded the game. We lost our chance at 10 more packs, but this was too good of a chance to do. Alright, so let's go ahead and make an attack again. Pair Galaxoff. It has to be replication, because otherwise we don't get charged and we cannot erase this Cyclone. So we have to do replication. All clashed on Leviathan. Let's hope we actually get the hit here. We did. Good. Alright. Alright, so it's probably not going to do too much damage to many of these, which is unfortunate, but we should have another way to do some more damage too. And there's 4. Okay, that's only 6 more on the probe. That hits. Okay, so we have to do... Oh, that actually might KO the... Ooh! So I could just subdue that immediately. Okay, please do not miss this. Thank you. This should KO the Sanderition. Or, it should kill the Sanderition. Either... I do plan to stream again sometime this week. If it's not tomorrow, it'll probably be the next day. Slash E to make a copy of it. Okay, attack with 2. It only did 2 damage? Oh, because it's sediment. And intangible. Yep, missed at least 1 turn. Dang it. I forgot we missed that 1 turn. Shoot. Okay, that's okay. We're charged. I'm going to use talent. Galaxoff. Yes, continue. And we're going to use the talent clear duplicated data to clear this second Cyclone right here. Now we do not want to get rid of this one because this one has only 5 more damage to do. This one has 20 damage to do. Let's get rid of the one that has no damage, right? Clash C. Look at that. How is it out of order? Why is that out of order? That should not be out of order. That's scary. Okay, Clash C. Yes. Bye-bye. Now I don't have to deal with that one anymore. Nice. Alright, let's do... let's tame... Vegetable. Okay. We still don't have a kill count, so that's actually really good. Let's see if we can't not get stuff KO'd. No Wednesday, no Sunday? Alright, we'll see. Oh, you got Arvin. Nice. So not a Thursday and not a Wednesday? Alright, so I guess it'll be either tomorrow or Saturday. Or, sorry, tomorrow or Friday, excuse me. If I can get it in. I mean, I might do more than one, too. We'll see. Let's see here. Let's see. So that's the best one. We got rid of 2 here. We didn't do 5 damage. Let's do... Should we try to... Ooh, we could just do... Oh, it's only 80% chance to hit. There's so many different things that you can do, right? I should probably heal this one up so I can have access to another attack. We have 13 turn PR left. Ooh, shoot. I should probably demorph... You know, I'm going to demorph that, actually. Let's demorph the Lukamiar player's second Desdable. Because then we can do a small attack, which should still do a good amount here. Make an attack from the Sanderition. Oh, wait. Back up. I have to swap this or confer. Confer, because this is already exhausted because I already attacked with Galaxoff. So I need to go ahead and confer Sanderition to Ghost. Or no, to Meteorologist. Yeah. Yep. Alright. Make an attack with Sanderition and Meteorologist. We want to do, I think, Quicksand. Oh no, that will only do 2 damage. Let's do Intangible then. 1, 2, so we 4 damage. Attack boost 1. Hehe. Make it attack. No wait. Play a card. Play a card. Attack boost 1 on the Sanderation. Okay. Alright, now if we make an attack, pair, Sanderation, Scare, Cycloine, base 2, 85% chance to hit. Please hit. Please do not be a 3, 2, or 1. Thank goodness. Okay. 6 damage. Nice. Boom, baby. Subdued Leviathan. Oh, we have to quantum store something. Because I cannot tame this, because you can only have 5 total Lukamiar in your cadre, non-human Lukamiar. So I think I want to quantum store. Let's attack and then quantum store. That's smart. So we'll leave it there for now. I could do a Frighten on the Proib and do 16, 20 damage. That wouldn't kill it. Ooh, do I want to use Marbrage? Probably not. I don't need to use Marbrage. Let's do Decibel and Meteorologist. Frighten on the Proib. 90% chance to hit. Gotta hit the spacebar to roll. Percent chance to hit. Please, not in 1 or 2. Thank goodness. I do remember Oron Valiant, yes. $16 plus. Yes, we did not kill it. Oh, we might not get a kill count this turn, or this deck. Awesome. Okay, so now we can go ahead and quantum store this Decibel. Store the Decibel in Cadre 2 to the Meteorologist. Which, because they attacked together, this one, it directed this one to attack. It could only put quantum storage into this one on this turn. Next turn, go to anyone's quantum storage, but this turn can only go into Meteorologist, which is fine. That's exactly what we want to do. We want to get it off the field. Now, the Meteorologist is very, very close to death here, so we got to be careful about that. So let's go ahead, but we now can tame. Let's tame the Leviathan, right? Yeah, tame the Leviathan, Monsters Clash. 2 players, Lukamiar, Cycloine. We do not want Cycloine to be against us here. Nice. Okay, so we got. Now, when you tame this Leviathan, you get 1 point to tame it, and then you get 2 points when you demorph it. So I got a total of 3 points from there. 21 to 22. I think it was 19 to 21 to 22. Oh, no, it was 1 more point from subduing it. So it's a total of 3 points, but 2 from demorphing it and subduing it. Because the only way to tame a Monsters Clash Leviathan is to demorph it. Okay. So now we have an extra probe. We can go ahead and quantum storage, store into quantum storage this other probe. We only have 5 Term PR left, so we would not be able to attack with this Marbrage. I'm getting pushed up against a wall here a little bit. But I think we can make this work. Yeah, let's go ahead and probe in Cadre 3. Let's store that immediately into the Geologist in Cadre 3. Okay. Quantum storage. Run back to the crowd. Ooh, I think we can do this. I think we got this, folks. Okay. Okay. If we tame this, we'll have 5 Leviathan. But we can tame this one to quantum storage directly because it's not Leviathan. So let's go ahead and tame from Monster's Clash by converting to Crowd Human the Proib. Let's just do the Electrician. This probably makes sense. Okay. Good. Okay, let's save the game. We're so close to the final round here. I don't need to save it twice. Just save the game? Good. Okay. We need to either kill the Sanderition or attack it with such a low amount of damage that I can tame it to Quantum Storage. Either way, we go to the bonus round. One way, we go to the bonus round with a kill count. And I'd rather not get any kill counts because every 5 kill counts, you lose 5 PR points, which is a lot to lose. I would be under 20 PR if I lost that. I'd have to do 5 kills, though, so it wouldn't really be able to happen right now. I mean, if I put this in someone's Quantum Storage, I put this in someone's Quantum Storage, and I put this in someone's Quantum Storage, that would kill each of those humans because that's over the amount of damage they can hold on to. And when you store something in a Quantum Storage, you have to Quantum State transfer the damage and the discombobulation and anything else off of it to the card that it is being put in the Quantum Storage of, or a Lukamiar that's defending that card. Okay. We want to attack this. We can only attack with... We have 10 PR points. We could not attack with Marbrage. If we did Justify Means, we could attack with Marbrage, but we have a Proib. Let's swap 2 cards. The Lukamiar, Player's Second, and Cadre 2. So now I've swapped these 2. So now this one that's fully subdued is now guarding me, which I am exhausted. So I wouldn't be able to use that one anyways right now. Both of these are not exhausted and not subdued, so let's go ahead and do an attack. I'm guessing we're going to do sediment, probably. Then just do 4, 5, that's still kill. Come on. Ion. Oh, it's got to be Ion. We only need to do 2 damage. 5, 6, 7, 4, 2. That will still work. Save. I think this will still work. Let's get it working. Make an attack. Proib. We're going to do Call Home. It's not charged. It will be charged, which is good because we're going to go into the final round charged. Let's do... Oh, we have so few time left. Call Home. Has to be Ion. Armor could work too, but I'd rather do Ion. Okay. Please don't roll a 1. Okay, thank God. Alright, 15 out of 20. Call Home connected. The first location of the power plant boosted it by 1 electron power. Or 1 electron power. 1 ion power. And also the electrician. I combined the words electrician and ion to one word. The electrician also gave it a +1 power to their attack. So now, and unfortunately it only does VCD, but because I gave it so many boosts, is final damage at 2. Sanderition is down to 4 damage, which means I can subdue and tame that Lukamiar and transfer and Quantum State transfer that damage to the human that's storing them in Quantum Storage, and that human will not die because it's only 4 damage. Perfect. Tame, Monsters Clash, 2 Quantum Storage, Sanderition. I think the only one is the Armorer. I mean, there's a ton of other ones that I could do, but I'm going to do the Armorer. Yeah. Here we go. Action brings armor to 4 of 10. It's successful. Player PR 25. Congratulations, you have met all 3 win conditions. When your turn ends, the final round will begin loading. So I know that as soon as I end the turn, the final round begins. So we want to be really careful about that. Okay. Alright, so we just saved the game. Just saved the game. Let's end the turn. Nothing else we can do right now. Do you want to heal up somebody? Oh, I should definitely heal this meteorologist. Yeah, play a card. Resuscitator, yes. Oh, it has to be in the cadre. Can I confer? Confer. I would like to confer my probe to the geologist. No, the arm. No, the meat. Oh, I can't do it. It's exhausted. Oh, it's exhausted. That's why. Nope, that's gonna have to stay there. All right. Let's hold on to the resuscitator. We'll probably need that for the end of for the final round. Alright, here's the final round, folks. So it goes ahead and make sure, just like normal, to get rid of store more places, and also to count down damages by 1, because everybody gets a breath level at the end of the turn. Okay, so now what monster is going to be doing is loading the final round. Monster will draw, then discard cards one by one, except shuffle draw. It'll go ahead and play shuffle draw until Leviathan is drawn and then is played to the clash. Then monster's final round will begin. Okay, so it's just discarding a bunch of cards right now. It's not playing any of these cards. All right. It needs to find a Leviathan. Oh, there it is. The final round Leviathan is Galaxoff. I need to defeat the Leviathan, remain above 20 PR, and have the clash still emptied to win the final round. Should not be very hard, but we have Lukamiar and Monsters Q. I do not think we're going to finish this today, folks. Oh my gosh. It draws 1 with its opponent, misses card. Monster plays this card. Monster draws 1 to the top of Monster's drawdown hand, and then discards this card. And then Starlight, which replaces Starlight, so that doesn't really change anything, except it adds a weather to the discard, which monster might pick out of the discard, which would be super useful. Okay. Monster roll. Let's see which Lukamiar they attack with first this turn. They have 4 of them. Oh my gosh. Voin, the Sparkling Voin is going first. And again, Sparkling cards have the exact same stats as other cards, exact same classes, attacks, talents, PR. It's all the same. It's just it's a card with art on the full of the card. So, all right, Boing, Jolt, or Plap. It is a long game. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to finish this one. We are in the final round finally, but there's also a bonus round to do if we want to. We can choose to do a bonus round. And we have to actually we have to remove 3 of these from the clash, unfortunately. Alright, Jolt against Proib, 85% chance to hit. This Sparkling Voin misses. That would have been useful. Wait, was it attacking me or was it attacking... No, it would not have been useful. Yay! In Cadre 2, was it? Yeah, Cadre 2, so it would have been this one. Alright, who's attacking next? 9. Monster roll 9. So it's going to be Marbrage. Marbrage! Yeah, it's been 3 hours and 20 minutes of this game so far. But yeah, that's what I like about this game. It's a nice long game. It's not like, oh, the game's already over. Okay, which Lukamiar are they going to choose? But this game has lasted a couple turns longer than average. Because, like, for a few turns, Monsters Clash had no Leviathan in it, which is very rare. So, it's good in one situation where it lets you catch your breath, but also you can't get any more points if there's nothing in Monsters Clash. And you can't win the game, you gotta wait for the Monsters Clash to fill up to get more points. The only time where Monsters Clash being empty wins you the game is if you've also already defeated Leviathan and gotten 20 points. Alright, so Marbrage is trying to choose who to target. Not valid for 12 options, okay. I add something where the Morgoth. Okay, randomly chosen. 90% chance to hit. Spore Galactic Adventure. I don't think I've ever actually played the game. I know of the game. Heard a lot about Spore. But I think Spore is a pretty long game too. I don't know how long it plays though. This game lasts, I would guess, 2 to 3 hours. 1 hour if you're very, very lucky. And 4 hours or more if you're not very lucky. But it usually doesn't go beyond 4 hours. And what's crazy, you can save and come back later. And you can't really do that in a real card game. Okay, which one is it attacking? Okay, at least it didn't subdue it. because armor is not a very good attack to use against intangible and sediment. Oh crap, they have a Galaxoff. That's right. They could clear my Galaxoff. That's not good at all. It won't be able to do this yet. It chose not to use it. Okay. Thank goodness. Okay, existential crisis. Oh, are there more? Oh, more games. Yeah, at the end of the game, it goes through a bunch of different things like, have you ever killed a Lukamiar? Are you branded as a killer by doing 5 kills? Did you save the game at all? Did any humans die? Did any Lukamiar die? How many Leviathan did you have in your clash or in your cadre at the end of your turn? Stuff like that. And if for any of them, you can get bunches of packs by doing that, which I think is pretty cool. Okay, 6. Okay, Galaxoff, where are you attacking? Yes, it's attacking the Voin and the Voin. Oh my gosh, please do not miss. Yes. I was close to missing, but it did not miss. Okay. Any minute here, we're going to have to stop, so... Yes, that Lukamiar got KO'd. Oh, it missed the other one, though. Dang it. Alright, at least it helped me a little bit. Oh, it missed the Marbrage. It's going to hit the Void probably, though. That's fine. We can do a pretty good damage to the Marbrage, I think. Void died. Yep. Okay, they're all exhausted. I just have to get rid of the Galaxoff and the Marbrage. Please do not disobey! Okay, we're fine. We still have access to the Galaxoff. Okay, I think we can do this right now. Oh my gosh. Nobody's going to ignore me. Everybody's under 20 PR. I have 25 PR. We're going to be fine. Just follow my lead here. We'll win. Okay, I'm going to first save the game because I think I'm going to make a mistake here probably. Make an attack. Pair. Galaxoff. Has to be replication to get charged. We're going to do the replication attack against Marbrage, which will be CC even if it's not VCC. Oh wait, hold on, back out. We want to do... it's going to be... Is it going to be CC? CC against armor, CC against air, right? Because ion... Let's back out. Because if we can do more damage, let's do that. Let's do play a card, welder. Let's play the welder card. No, let's go ahead and directly to the crowd, yes. We could morph, or we could just play directly to the crowd. So let's go ahead and swap 2 cards. Humans, the... welder in crowd 5, and also shoot, I meant to just I meant to confer the Galaxoff to the welder. That's what I meant to do. Okay, there we go. Now it's going to be doing more ion moves, which is great. Alright, save. Okay, make an attack. Pair, Galaxoff, replication, all non-Leviathan. Yes. Please hit. Please hit. Yes. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't think... Oh, please don't miss. I swear to God. Okay. I don't think it's going to kill the Marbrage. I don't even think it's going to take it under... It's almost done. Almost done. We just need to do that. And we can do that with the astronaut for free. Okay. This is the first time ever I've done this 3 times in one game. Use a talent. Galaxoff. Yes. Continue. Alright, so we have 2 meteorologists, 2 probes, 2 welders, 2 Galaxoffs, and 2 Marbrages. Let's do the Galaxoff. In Clash A, get rid of you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I cleared duplicate data. Alright, now what I'm going to do is make an attack with Non-ignoring crowd human. Astronaut. Yes. Continue. Marbrage. Yes. We need to do 2 damage. We're going to do armor because Starlight's going to give us more power here. Continue armor. Yes. Continue. So I can... oh, right. So next, if I can actually change a location. Let's do... change now. So I get to choose to change the location to anyone that's in the deck. Oh, there's only helium facility is in the deck? Okay, fine. We'll go to helium facility. We gotta remove empty lot. No, power plant. No. Empty lot, yeah. We've built a helium facility on this empty plot. Alright. 3 damage. Nice. All we need to do is subdue and we win the final round. Alright, quantum storage. Store into quantum storage. Sand Emission Quadrant 1. Let's just do that into Meteorologists in Quadrant 1 for ease's sake. Okay, storage successful. No longer being guarded. Ran back to the crowd. Defeated. Tame. Monsters Clash. 2 players Lukamiar. Marbrage and Clash C. Yes. Continue. The final round is Leviathan is defeated. You met all 3 win conditions. I'm going to choose not to do the bonus round now. We'll do bonus round next time. Let's save the game. And you'll see that these save files are gone when I win this end turn. I will choose not to do the bonus round because we have to go like 3 minutes ago. Fade away, heals up. Yep. Okay, and so we'll just go ahead and run through the end here. You won the final round. Continue the bonus round. Skip to win screen now. Cannot skip the bonus round once I begin without loading a save. In progress deck games are erased when I win. So I'm going to skip the win screen. I did not... So I would have gotten 10 packs if I did not load from save file. But I got 0, unfortunately. I got 5 packs because I did not kill. And I got 3 more packs because I was not a killer. And then these are just more things. I got more packs. Total 14 packs. I got 140 points. Got 100 points, 10 packs by having no humans die. No humans died this game. So that was pretty good. And then... I have a Leviathan that's in my cadre at the end of the game, which is pretty cool. I don't usually have that because I usually disobey and run away. But there we go. I beat the adventure deck for the first time, so I got more packs for defeating it for the first time. Pack for defeating the deck. I got... Oh, it lists every single card here? Oh my gosh, I don't remember doing that. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do quick game speed. It's going to do it automatically. Oh, alright. I'm going to slowest game speed again. And so finally it said I got a total of 35 packs. Got 350 points. And then I got 180 unobtained cards left to find my collection because I got 54 of them in my collection. And that'll be it. 43 more sparkling cards. I got 1 of the sparkling cards. Alright, now return to the main menu, and as you can see, all of the the deck saves are gone. But my original save file is here. And that'll be it, y'all. I'll see y'all next time. Have a good one. See you, Ryan. See you, Dennis. Good to see you both. Next stream, I'm not sure. We'll have to see what the next stream is going to be. But it'll be sometime this week. I will stream sometime this week. I know some of you, the days you wanted weren't going to work, so I'll try to work around those. See you around next time, everyone.